reasons why, and softball. Although undecided on a school of choice, after graduation, Emily plans to further her softball career while pursuing a degree in elementary education. Emily Bergman. Lila Crawford. Lila is the daughter of Kate Five. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Cheer. Lila is an honor roll student and a member of Hype Squad and is a Lynx leader. After graduation, Lila plans to earn a nursing degree from Kansas University, after which she plans to become a traveling nurse. Lila Crawford. Lauren Gachanga. Lauren is being escorted tonight by her parents, Naomi and Mike Gachanga. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Cheer, an honor roll student, and a member of the Hype Squad. Although undecided on a college of choice, Lauren would like to earn a nursing degree after graduation. Lauren Gachanga. Abigail Golston. Abigail is the daughter of Gail and Kyle Golston. This is Abigail's 3rd year as a member of Bronco Cheer. She is an honor roll student, a member of the Hype Squad, has worked with Spub, and is a Lynx leader. After graduation, Abigail plans to attend Kansas State University, where she will major in psychology and minor in criminology. She hopes to become a forensic psychologist. Abigail is also considering trying out for the KSU Wildcat Cheer Squad. Abigail Golston. Lauren Robertson. Lauren is being escorted tonight by her parents, Jeannie and Ronnie Ainsworth, and it looks like a few others. She is a 3-year member of Bronco Cheer. Lauren has been involved with orchestra, Hype Squad, and is a baseball manager. After graduation, Lauren plans to attend cosmetology school at C. Hare Academy and obtain a real estate license. Lauren Robertson. Next up, Haley Starkey. Haley has been escorted tonight by her parents, Molly and Jason Starkey. This is Haley's 3rd year as a member of Bronco Cheer, where she is currently serving as a co-captain. Haley is an honor roll student, a Hype Squad member, a Lynx leader, has been involved with Zero Reasons Why, SAD, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Although undecided on a college of choice, Haley would like to major in psychology and minor in criminology on her path to becoming a counselor. She would also like to continue her cheer career at the collegiate level. Haley Starkey. Haley Whitcraft. Haley is the daughter of Amory and Jeriah Whitcraft. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Cheer. Haley has been involved with the tennis, softball, and track teams. She is an honor roll student, a Lynx leader, and a member of the National Honor Society. Although undecided on a college of choice, Haley would like to continue her academic and athletic career at the collegiate level while earning a degree in sports management. Haley Whitcraft. Emmy Williams. Emily is being escorted tonight by her parents, Kristen and Dwight Williams. This is Emmy's 4th year as a member of Bronco Cheer. She has been a member of the Madrigals, Hype Squad, and is a Lynx leader. Although Emily is undecided on her college of choice, she does plan to attend a 4-year university. She wants to ultimately use her education to work in the horse showing industry. Emily Williams. Congratulations to all our members of the senior cheer team. Next up, we're going to introduce our senior color guard members. First, Brayton Boxberger. Brayton is the daughter of Jill and Jarrett Boxberger. She is a 4-year member of Spring Hill High School's color guard. She is a member of the Thespian Society, is a Lynx leader, and has participated in PALS. After graduation, Brayton plans to attend Kansas University. She is currently undecided on a major, but would like to ultimately become an ultrasound technician. Brayton Boxberger. We have one member of Color Guard unable to attend tonight, Faye Dent. Faye is this year's Color Guard manager and has been involved in Scholar School, Spub, Stuco, and theater, both on stage and behind the curtain. After graduation, Faye plans to initially attend Johnson County Community College to earn an associate's degree. Faye is the daughter of Heather and Michael Dent. Faye Dent. Caitlin Phelan. Caitlin is the daughter of Julie and Brandon McCutcheon and Ben Phelan. She has been a member of the Color Guard for 4 years. Caitlin is an honor roll student, a Lynx leader, a member of the tennis team, and a wrestling manager. After graduation, Caitlin plans to initially attend Johnson County Community College on her path to becoming an orthodontic assistant. Caitlin Phelan. And another Caitlin, Caitlin Ramey. Caitlin is a 2-year member of the Color Guard. She is an honor roll student and has been involved in the Thespian Society and GSA. After graduation, Caitlin plans to study theater education at Emporia State University. Her parents, Samantha and James Ramey, are with her tonight. Caitlin Ramey. Congratulations to all the members of the Color Guard. All right, we're going to change things up just a little bit in our alphabet, but first, our band members is Marcella Arambula. Marcella is the daughter of Juana Valenzuela and Maurizio M. Arambula. She is a 4-year member. Next, Marcella is an honor roll student, has been involved in theater, and has been in numerous Spring Hill High School musicals and plays. She plays in the jazz band, is a member of the National Honor Society, and is the president of the GSA Club. After graduation, Marcella plans to Kansas State University to study business and music. Marcella is with Emily Schoenig and her parents tonight. Next, we're going to talk about Emily. Emily is the daughter of Erica and Brian Schoenig. She is a 4-year member of the Bronco Marching Band, where she plays the mallet percussion. Emily also plays the piano in the jazz band. Emily is an honor roll student, and after graduation, she plans to attend Kansas University to pursue a degree in music therapy. Emily Schoenig. All right, next we're going to do Marlene Arambula. Marlene is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where she plays the clarinet and the bassoon. Last year, she participated in the State Solo and Small Ensemble Festival, where she earned a 1 rating. She is also an honor roll student. After graduation, Marlene plans to attend Kansas State University to major in architecture. Marlene is the daughter of Juana Valenzuela and Maurizio Arambula, and she is with Danielle Casper and her parents tonight. Marlene Arambula. Danielle Casper. Danielle is a 4-year member of the Bronco Band, where she plays the trumpet. She is an honor roll student and a Lynx leader. After graduation, Danielle is currently deciding between Coastal Carolina University and Kansas University. She plans to study biology on her path to becoming an OBGYN. Her parents, Teresa and Joe Casper, are with her tonight. Danielle Casper. Chase Vaughn. Chase is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trumpet. Chase is an honor roll student and a member of the basketball and baseball teams. After graduation, he plans to attend Kansas State University, where he will major in music education with a minor in jazz studies. Chase is the son of Wendy and Clint Vaughn. Chase Vaughn. Caitlin Durham. Caitlin is the daughter of Angel and Lance Durham. This is her 4th year as a member of the Bronco Marching Band, where she plays the clarinet. She also plays alto saxophone in the jazz band. She is an honor roll student, has participated in theater, debate, and forensics, Scholars Bowl, is a links leader, and a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Caitlin plans to attend Washburn University to major in forensic investigation while minoring in anthropology. She hopes to become a crime scene investigator or a forensics anthropologist. Austin Gardner. Austin is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the tuba. He is a member of the debate, tennis, and soccer teams. After graduation, Austin plans to attend Kansas State University, where he will major in mechanical engineering. He is the son of Paula Gardner, who is with him tonight. Austin Gardner. Kaylee Guthrie. Kaylee is the daughter of Amy and Mike Guthrie. She is a 4-year member of the Bronco Marching Band, where she plays the alto saxophone and the bari saxophone in the jazz band. She is an honor roll student, has participated in PALS, is a member of the National Honor Society, and is a member of the wrestling team. After graduation, Kaylee plans to attend Mid-American Nazarene University to study sports management. Kaylee Guthrie. Carter Hunt. Carter is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trumpet. He plans to enter the workforce after graduation. Carter is the son of Jennifer and Nick Hunt. Carter Hunt. Jaden Cadera Redmond. Jaden is the son of Michaela and Marcel Cadera Redmond. He has been a member of Bronco Band for 4 years, where he plays the trombone. He is an honor roll student, participates in the AV Club, PALS, is a member of the National Honor Society, and is a member of the golf team. After graduation, Jaden tentatively plans to attend Wichita State University to pursue a degree in the film industry. Jaden Cadero Redmond. Michael McCrae. Michael is plays the French horn and has been involved with Bronco Band for 4 years. He is a section leader and has qualified for the district and state band for 2 years. He is an honor roll student, participates in Scholars Bowl and the AV Club. He is a member of the National Honor Society and is a member of the soccer and golf teams. After graduation, Michael plans to pursue a degree in computer engineering at either Kansas State University or Wichita State University. He is the son of Beth and David McCrae. Michael McCrae. Bryson Melius. Bryson is the son of Nicole and Adam Melius. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trumpet. Bryson is an honor roll student, and although undecided on a college of choice, Bryson does plan to pursue a 4-year degree after graduation. Bryson Melius. Emma Alcott. Emma is a 4-year member of the Bronco Band, where she plays the clarinet. She is an honor roll student, participates in PALS, is a links leader, and a member of the track and wrestling teams. After graduation, Emma plans to initially attend Johnson County Community College before transferring to Kansas State University. She will be studying psychology on her path to becoming a therapist. Her parents, Julie and Mark Alcott, are accompanying her tonight. Emma Alcott. Dylan Ruger. Dylan is the son of Paula and Warren Ruger. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the baritone. Dylan is an honor roll student, participates in FFA, and has been a member of the cross country team. Although undecided on a college, Dylan plans to further his education in agricultural through potential apprenticeships. Dylan Ruger. Olivia Ziegler. Olivia is a 4-year member of the Bronco Band, where she plays the snare drums and is this year's section leader. She is an honor roll student and plans to attend a 4-year university after graduation. Olivia is the daughter of Ruth and Jerry Ziegler. Olivia Ziegler. Mackenzie Stewart. Mackenzie is the daughter of Marla and Pete Stewart. She is a 4-year member of the Bronco Marching Band, where she plays the trombone. Mackenzie is an honorable student, is involved in PALS, is a Links leader, a member of the Environmental and HOSA clubs, and is a member of the National Honor Society. She is also a member of the basketball and softball teams. Although undecided on a college of choice, Mackenzie plans to earn a degree in health sciences. Mackenzie Stewart. And our final band member tonight is Ellie Winbull. Ellie is a 4-year member of the Bronco Marching Band, where they play the clarinet. Ellie has been involved in theater, GSA, and FFA. Last year, they placed 6th in entomology and 4th in floriculture individually at the state FFA competitions. The floriculture team won the state competition and are qualified for the national convention this October. Ellie plans on attending Oklahoma State University, double majoring in urban horticulture and animal science with a minor in entomology. They also plan to be a member of the Cowboy Marching Band. Ellie's parents, Angela Shelp and Jason Winbull, are with them tonight. Ellie Winbull. Congratulations to our band senior members, and congratulations to every one of our freshmen tonight. Go Broncos!
All right, a chance to see all the seniors here on senior night for the band and spirit squads through our Comfort Designs pregame show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll kick off the Comfort Designs pregame show in 2 minutes on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Welcome back out here on the Comfort Designs pregame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carvajo here. No Matt Jones. He's over watching a little KU football as they take on the Illini. Getting ready for kickoff on this one as the Broncos get set to take on the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Both 1-0. Both looking as should be one of the top games in the area in the Frontier League. Should be a good one. As we get closer to kickoff, we'll step aside here for a second and have a performance by the Spring Hill Marching Band and the national anthem. A wonderful rendition of the national anthem, once again done by the Spring Hill Marching Band. We are getting ready for this one, the Spring Hill Broncos and the Tonganoxie Chieftains. This one will no doubt be a little bit better competition than a week ago where the Broncos routed the Bonner Springs Braves and just jumped out to an early lead in that one and never looked back. It was a no-doubter in the second half of the game against the Chieftains as the Broncos cruised to that 57-14 win over Bonner last week. A good one for the Braves and one for the Bronco offense where they were able to do just about everything they needed and wanted to do in that win. As you take a look at our stats from a week ago and just look at the number in the offensive production and the scoring in a hurry and in the first quarter. You look at those scores in the first quarter there to the right of your screen. Colt McKenna gets it started with a 6-yard run. And then McKenna again, we made that our absolute play of the game, that 34-yard run. That even though that was just a second touchdown, it was a definitive run. And then came Kirkner, a 41-yard catch. He'd have a 36-yard touchdown catch. And in the middle of that, an Anderton rushing touchdown, and then a McKenna just icing on top. There were a couple late touchdowns as well. And you look at those defensive numbers. How about Bo Gardner? We made him our player of the game, brought to you by Sheriff Strum at Financial Prudential. And she sponsored a good one in that one because Bo Gardner, 19 tackles, 9 solo, a tackle for loss. I mean, he was just everywhere, and he stands out on the field for sure for the Broncos as they will need him once again. He will be a nice answer to Colton Brusman, who's the head man and the main runner and the strong body that's going to carry it 30, maybe 40 times tonight. And right in the heart of that defense, Bo Gardner, no Anderton, they're going to have to be crucial today to make that second line. If the guy's up front, I put Riley Frank in there. He had 6 tackles, a tackle for loss. He made his presence known in the middle of that defense. He may get doubled today, but if he can handle those doubles, then he's going to have an opportunity to keep it clean for Gardner, keep it clean for Anderton. They can run and make a good contact. They're not going to be afraid of the contact with Brusman, but it comes, and it comes in a hurry. A lot different at the running back position than we saw a week ago. That's a look at things from here. Spring Hill Sports Live presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating healthy, beautiful smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. And, of course, we're in the midst of the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Comfort Designs, Spring Hills Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Learn more by going to comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. We'll step away, take another quick break. We come back. Opening kickoff right around the corner from your home for Bronco Athletics, Spring Hill.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Welcome back out here on the Comfort Designs pregame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carvalho getting set for this one. The Broncos and the Chieftains here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Area matchups brought to you by Apex Massage Therapy. Massage isn't just a luxury, it's a way to a happier, healthier life. Kylie at Apex Massage Therapy. Actually, it's time for our keys of the game. Time for our keys of the game. Keys of the game are brought to you by the Spring Hill Fall Festival. Be sure to circle your calendar now for the Spring Hill Fall Festival coming up the final week of September. A jam-packed weekend of events. Brand new cornhole tournament kicking things off on Friday night, and then a full-pack day of fun at the park on Saturday, ending up at the ball fields with concert and fun on Saturday night, and then also activities on Sunday. Go to springhillfallfestival.com to find out more information about the Spring Hill Fall Festival coming up on the 29th and 30th of this month. Starting lineups are brought to you by The Bean. No better way to start your day than at The Bean. Starters, this is last week's starters. There may be some different guys in the offensive line. Remember last week, starting a couple guys at the O-line that hadn't been there before. Some of those older guys getting into the lineup this week. We'll see what they end up going with. Stop by and go see The Bean. Our starting lineups brought to you by The Bean. Getting ready for the opening kickoff.
Number 22, Casey O'Neill.
Opening kickoff is brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacturing of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. See all their openings or apply online. Go to seatsinc.com. Broncos are going to start this game on the offensive end of things, which means they should get the ball coming out of the locker room as well. Jackson McWilliams, the kicker for Tonganoxie, one of the top kickers in the state of Kansas. He's got 50-yard leg strength and is being recruited at that position at the next level. And so we'll see what Jackson McWilliams, also a soccer player for the Chieftains, and he's going to line up to tee things off, kicking it deep for the Broncos. Back to receive is Valerie, along with Ryan Paul, and this one's going to go out of bounds. So McWilliams kicks one out of bounds, not the way that Tonganoxie would have started. I did have a little segment that I had recorded with the Tongi play-by-play guy. And I didn't record any audio, so I got great video, but you didn't hear anything we said. But what he did talk about was they struggled in the special teams category with one of the best kickers in the area and struggling with the special teams. Had 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown last week in their win over Baser Linwood, a game where Tongi really battled hard in that one and picked up the victory, 34-20. They were able to knock off Baser Linwood last week. That's with 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. Now they start this one with the ball kicked out of bounds. And so the Broncos will start their own drive at their own 35-yard line. Turn, handoff. McKenna, first guy through. Hard yards, find a couple. Across the 35 up near the 37-yard line. So McKenna with a 2-yard run and bring up a second down. Second down and 8. 1 wide receiver near side, 1 to the far side. Turn, handoff, second guy through. Diving forward. Off the right side for Spring Hill is Patrick Stump. We saw Stump towards the end of the game last week.
President. 35, Broncos at their 40.
So 3rd down and 5, a big early 3rd down. Pass for Beshore, plenty of time, flips it out. He wanted McCann in the flat. He was covered up. Beshore takes one in the chin as well in a punting situation. To end this drive for the Broncos. So Carson Royal will come out to punt it away. Back to receive for Tonganoxie's number 5, Todd Brown.
For the Broncos, number 61, Carson Royal.
Brown last week, 3 catches for 49 yards and a touchdown, so he can be a weapon back there. Good high punt by Royal. I mean, that thing hung up forever. Did not take a great Bronco bounce, and it should be down where his beanbag actually ended up. It bounced off a ricocheted guy right where the ball bounced, and we'll see where he adjusts that one, but that's where he'll mark it at about the 33-yard line. So not a big punt, but a big high punch, no return. And now we'll see the Tongi offense take the field here with 11:01 to play, opening quarter. So Tongi will start their drive at their own. Oof. Well, that spot changed when I looked down and got markedly improved for them. They'll start their own 39-yard line. Running back just to the left of the quarterback, Trevor McGraw for Tongi. He'll call for it. He's got a wing to the far left side as well. Low snap, turn, handoff. Bruisman, first guy through. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Pyle moving forward. He'll pick up 3 hard yards as well across the 40 up near the 42-yard line. And Bruisman will pick up 3. O'Neal with the tackle for Spring Hill. O'Neal's kind of moved out to an end spot, but also can play in that D end spot. He's at that D tackle spot. Undersized, but he plays with good leverage. And he'll be at the right side tackle here. The end of the near side is Tiafow. Straight drop. Lets it fly. And he's got his man, a low pass, but it does hit the ground. It would look like it was caught. It would have been a 13-yard reception. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up a 3rd down and 7 for Tonganoxie. You're going to see a lot of this tonight, I'm afraid. I think you're going to see a real pitcher's duel early on. I do think the Broncos probably have more weapons on the edge. Tongi's going to come right down Broadway on you. 3 wide receivers far side, 1 to the near side. They'll spread them out with still Bruisman in the backfield to the left of the quarterback, Trevor McGraw. Calls for with the hand snap. Straight drop, looking on 3rd and 7. Lets it fly. He's got a man open, and he makes the catch all the way up to the 20-yard line. On the completion to Todd Brown. I mentioned him a moment ago. And so that is going to be a 35-36, add another 2. 38-yard pitching catch to Brown. And on a 3rd and 7, Tonganoxie converts on a big pass, and they will be in business here. So first down and 10 from the 20-yard line, or 19 is where they mark it. Now a dead ball. And they're going to call a timeout. I think it was just for personnel. No timeout. Official timeout for somebody. I was going to say, I don't think they were charging them for a timeout. It was an official timeout for equipment for one of their players. I think it was Bruisman that had to leave. So 2 running backs now on either side of Trevor McGraw. 2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far side. First down and 10 from the 19-yard line, just inside the 20. Handoff coming to the near side, cuts back, hit, and brought down. Good tackle there at the point of the tackle made by Noah Anderton. It'll be a gain of 3. They'll bring up second down and 7. Run made for Tonganoxie by number 22, Tanner Hand.
Bring 17.
They give him about 2. They'll give him 2 yards officially. And they only give him 3 yards officially, but it looks closer to 2 to me. What do I know? Second down and 8. That's what I know. 2 wide receivers near side, 2 to the far side. Balance set with a running back just to the right of McGraw. That's Bruisman. Fake the handoff. Straight drop. Now rolling flush. He's got a little bit of green out in front of him. He'll pull it down. And he'll get knocked out of bounds by Anderton. Escorted out of bounds. Shy of the 10-yard lines. It'll be a third down and short for Tonganoxie when they mark this one down. Knocked him out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a third down and 4. Big third down for the Chieftains. Bronco defense trying to bend but not break. Low snap, ball's loose, handoff Bruisman, and he'll be hit and just drive forward. He's going to be short of a first down, but on a kind of a busted play, still able to pick up 3 yards. It'll be 4th down and 1. I imagine they'll go for it. A 3-yard pickup. Out of the game comes Royal for the Broncos. Fourth down and 1. Turn, handoff, Bruisman, a little bit of pressure. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Is he going to be held up? Somebody came in and had a very good form tackle. I think it was Anderton. We'll have to go back and watch that one. Somebody came in and met him in the hole. The D-line held a little bit. He had to bubble back, and a huge 4th down stop and a turnover on downs was 7:51. It was a 4-minute drive, but it turns up nothing for the Chieftains, and the Broncos will get the ball back. Remember that drive when this game goes the way of the Broncos. Now you got to put together a nice long drive. They will start inside their own 10 at their own 9-yard line. Handoff, McKenna. Not much there. Able to fall forward, though. Initial contact. Anderson in there blocking as a fullback and got the guy on the end. Boy, that was a lot of Colton McKenna on that one. A 3-yard gain for McKenna will bring up a second down and 7. 2 wide receivers near side. Kirkner the wide out. Torres in the slot. A wing to the far side. Anderton, McKenna just to the left. Now they'll send Anderton in motion, hand it to him, and they're going to call penalty. It's going to be a legal shift or a legal motion. False start.
Prior to the snap, false start,
Called it on D'Albini. Man, that's the best official mic I've ever seen in high school. Get that guy's audio guy. Figure out who it is. So a 5-yard penalty. Broncos didn't have a lot of miscues last week. That's the first one of the night. On second down, it'll bring up a second down and 12. Flip it out of the backfield. They've got McKenna in some open space and some blockers in front of him. Got to catch the edge. He does. Across the 15 up near the 17-yard line. He's going to be real close. He'll be 2 yards shy of a first down, but it's a 10-yard pickup after the penalty. So a 10-yard pass to Colton McKenna out of the backfield. Springs that one, and a third down and 2. Got to pick this one up. Keep this drive alive. D'Albini will flip to the near side. Wide receiver near side. Turn, hand off McKenna, trying to get forward. not able to do it, just barely, not even able to get back to line of scrimmage, or if he does, just to it. And that's your bread and butter play. You got to think you can get 2 yards on third down if you got to have them, and you run that base play, but it'll bring up a punting situation. And so a 3 and out, but a stop by the defense. Now Royal's got to get one in here. He'll stand at his own 5. They did have one snapped over the head of the punter last week. That was an issue against Tonganoxie a year ago. That's number 1. Snaps back, a little low. He'll get it. Nearly blocked. A knuckler by Royal. It will take a good Bronco roll just to get inside of Tongi territory, and he'll start at the 48-yard line. So they'll start at their own 48 with 6:13 to play in this first quarter. Both teams kind of filling each other out just a little bit. You've seen them run kind of their base package of plays, both having a crack at it offensively. And now Tongi with their second offensive possession of the game. Two wide receivers far side, one to the near side. Again, Bruisman to the left. Of McGraw, turn. No, ball's loose. Knocked out of there, but ball's knocked out of bounds. Nice play at the point of attack for Spring Hill by Porter Jones, a 6'2", 185-pound senior. Runs downhill with authority and with a purpose. It's a 2-yard
midfield.
2-yard gain there. Two wide receivers bunched up to the far side. One man on an island here to the near side. On the far hash, low snap, straight drop McGraw. He loads up again, flips it over the top. He's got his man. He makes the catch. What a beautiful catch there for the Chieftains, made by Tyler Pankey. 6'2", 190. You'll take him on your team, a senior. And Pankey all the way up to the 30-yard line. It's a 20-yard, officially 19, 20-yard, right at 20 yards.
First and 10 Chieftains at Spring Hill 30.
Two wide receivers far side, one to the near side. The wing to the near side is the guy who just made that catch a moment ago, Pankey. He'll stand to block. Handoff, Bruisman's got to stop and hit at the point of attack. Driven backwards right at the line of scrimmage. He fell into a wall of Broncos. Anderson in there. Coming up also from that D-line spot. A lot of those D-line tackles are just hold the line. Riley Frank, 58, big number 58 in the middle. He'll come off the field and get a break. Back in comes Carson Royal. Casey O'Neill, one tackle. Near side D-end is Tiafau. Far side D tackle is Blaine Sommer. Anderson in the heart of that defense. Trips to the near side. Tight end far side. Pankey, turn, handoff, Bruisman, another little stutter step in the hole. There's getting some penetration there. That time coming through to make him bubble it back for Spring Hill. Clayton Valerie playing beyond the line of scrimmage. Valerie found an officiating crew that is by the book and made him untuck his jersey. Makes it a little easier for me to identify him. Except for when he was the only guy with it like that, it made it a little bit easier. 3rd down and 8. Straight drop. Loads up. Over the top. Nice play by Porter Jones in the secondary. Timed it perfectly. Intended for a Holthouse. Holthouse sliced him up a year ago. Isaiah Holthouse, 6'1", 175 at a senior. And a fall to complete brings it by 4th down and 8.
4th and 8 for Tonganoxie at the Spring Hill 28.
4th down and 8. You got to go for it here, and they will. Two wide receivers near side, one to the far side. Bruisman in the backfield once again. Ball loose, still loose. Bruisman's going to get it. Try to get something. Down he goes. Back to the 40-yard line. Keanu Tiafau's there. Bruisman slow to get up. And the Broncos take advantage of a miscue by Tonganoxie. And they'll have their best field position of the game to start this drive. turnover on downs officially with 4:19 to play. Spring Hill gets a sideline warning for their excitement. Take it. The defense, 2 turnovers on downs after the Chieftains have been inside their territory, one time deep inside their own territory, and this time the defense steps up. Tiafau gets there in time to take advantage of the miscue, and it's first down attempt for the Broncos from their own 40-yard line. 4:19 to go first quarter. We're going to have a doozy here tonight. Broncos need to break through offensively. He'll flip McKenna to the left. Will Tyson be sure. Straight drop. Throw it up. He's got his man on the edge. Catch made for Spring Hill. Ryan Jackson, the 6'2", 170-pound junior. Out of bounds for a gain of 11. He had 2 options there. Throw it low or throw it high. And he went to the top option in Ryan Jackson. An 11-yard pickup and a first down. Into Tonganoxie territory for the first time tonight. Keep it right there. Go this way. McKenna, penalty flags fly. They don't stop the play. And out of bounds he goes at the 40-yard line. We'll wait and see what the call is from the officials. They did not stop the play. Legal shift is why. 2 guys moving at the same time, likely. So back-to-back drives, the Broncos have had a mistake early in the drive that kind of throttled it. We'll see if it does it here, but on first down, you can often overcome those. So it nearly did on the penalty they had on the last one.
Replay first down.
It's a good crew. I can already tell. Just their efficiency and what they're seeing. Refreshing. Wide receiver far side, one to the near side. First down at 15. Handoff. McKenna, a little bit stumble. Still rolling forward, though. Colton McKenna, a hard 5 yards, dragging defenders all the way back inside Tongi territory. It'll be a gain of 6.
Tackled by number 85, Noah Bailey.
Make it 7.
2nd and 8.
And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Much more manageable, certainly here. McKenna's going to come out and reapply his shoe, it looks like. He's literally going to borrow a shoe from somebody. But cut by Anderton. He's in open running field. Still on his feet. He breaks another tackle. Down the sideline. He goes to the 20, the 10, the 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A 46-yard run by Noah Anderton. McKenna comes off. Doesn't have a shoe. No big deal. Here comes Noah Anderton for a 46-yard run, and the Broncos are knocking on the door. First down and goal at the 3. Turn, handoff, Anderton again. To the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Anderton from 3 yards out. And the Broncos strike first with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. Ryan Jackson will come on to kick the point after attempt. Now they'll line up in the old swinging gate. They did go for 2 in their first attempt. They'll run it. A pass to the end zone for Dialbini. Over the top. What a dime thrown. But it's going to fall incomplete. Ryan Paul threw a pretty good ball, but the 2-point conversion fails. 6-0, 3:13 to go first quarter. Broncos score first. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Bronco football, Spring Hill Sports.
O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Six nothing Broncos, 3:13 to go first quarter. Spring Hill started that
Number 20.
only a 4-play drive, started at their own 40. Got 11-yard completion to Jackson. 7-yard run by McKenna, then a 46-yard run by Noah Anderton. I think it was more than that. I think it was 48. I'm adding my stuff up right. That all should equal, I must say 37, it should equal 60. And then capped off on that 3-yard touchdown run by Anderton. Let them have it again. Ryan Jackson into the end zone. And Tonganoxie will start at their own
Place on the Chieftains
20-yard line is where this one will start for Tongi. Tonganoxie has done what they've wanted to do, I think, here in this game. They just have middle punch it in. Spring Hill defense has held up strong when they've needed to. So Tonganoxie, 2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Wing near side as well. Running back Bruisman to the left of Trevor McGraw. Handoff, not much there. Bruisman able to be patient, get a little running room. The low snap has caused them to be a little bit slow, but I think that delay in that instance helped them out just a little bit. It ends up being a 5-yard run by Bruisman.
After 26.
Tonganoxie always just seems to have a couple of dudes that just look the part. Tyler Pankey's one of them. 6'2", 190. The tight end on that far side. Where's number 11? 2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Running back just to the right of McGraw once again is Bruisman. Play action. Time. Lets it fly. Running all over the top. That should be offensive pass interference. It will be.
Pass ball incomplete. 10 for number 5, Todd Brown.
If that's against Spring Hill, I mean, it for sure just Kendall Heiss was in coverage, but he didn't make any contact with him before the ball got there. If it's holding, perhaps I missed it. But when that ball was in the air, the contact was made by the offensive player. In that instance, you just don't throw a flag, odds are, unless something happened before the ball was in the air. But once the ball was in the air, there was just some incidental contact. Yeah, you hear the groans. I mean, that's a tough one. I mean, he literally, because that ball was underthrown and the defender was coming back to where the ball was going to be, he couldn't get back there because the offensive player was in his way. That's offensive pass interference. It's once the ball's in the air, it's anybody's ball. But the Broncos take a tough one there. Tongi will get it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A real tough call. And another run hard by Bruisman, but then he is knocked down. Let me tell you what, Noah Anderton comes to you with a purpose. Now, you want to watch, if you just love football and you like to watch good high school football, watch 31 in purple against number 16 in white and just see how those two meet each other about another 30 times tonight. A 2-yard run. Snaps back again. Again, Bruisman. Waiting for his blockers to get where they need to. TFL gets a hold of him, brings him down. Keanu had to fight off the block on the near side and squeeze down. Able to get 4 yards, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. It has it's a counter action. There's guards pulling, so there is a little bit of a hesitation. Wait for those blockers to get in position and then use those blocks, but the defense just got to get penetration and not let that set up. 3rd down and 4, a big one for Tonganoxie. Straight drop for McGraw. He'll look all the way. He gets hit as he throws. The foul's there. On the other side, it's Blaine Sommer who's there. And a 4th down to the defense that ends. Meet me at the quarterback sandwich just as he let go of it. And it's a punting situation for Tongi. Valerie going to go back to return for Spring Hill. Joining him back there to return is Benjamin Reagan. Reagan, a 5'8", 130-pound sophomore.
Number 26.
McWilliams to punt it away for Tonganoxie. His heels at his own 33-yard line. Good punt by McWilliams. Valerie going to tell everybody to get away. Takes a good Tongi roll. And Spring Hill will have it to start this drive at their own 16-yard line.
Spring Hill, 17-yard line.
108.
Be an active logic 1st down for the Broncos.
So Spring Hill will start their own 16. Here with a minute 8 to go in the first quarter. Spring Hill scored on the last drive, a 60-yard drive, started at their own 40. This time, certainly not as good, but they will start this one with the wide receiver near side is Jackson. One to the far side, Kirkner. Haven't seen him yet in this one. Running backs on either side of Beshore. He'll turn, handoff. McKenna driving forward, and Colt McKenna, good hard run. He had a defender on him from the word go. Was able to drag him across the 20 up near the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 for McKenna. Good tackle by hand for Tonganoxie. 4-man front. Walked up linebacker to the near side. Now he'll back up as they rotate over to the short side of the field. Tied into the far side is D. Albini. He's standing up. He'll go in motion from left to right. That makes things different. Turn, handoff. McKenna's got to make a guy miss in the backfield. And there he was. Holthouse, rather, made it right through and disrupted that one. Not much there. Maybe got back to line of scrimmage. No gain.
36 for the Broncos at their own 20.
They actually give him a loss of 1 on the play. A rare negative play there. And they will let the clock run down here in the first quarter. Spring Hill will flip ends. We will too. We'll come back and get you going. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Spring Hill when we return in the second quarter of this one. Broncos lead at 6-0. We're back in 1 minute on Spring Hill Sports.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Here we go, second quarter action from Spring Hill. Broncos with it on 3rd down and 6. Beshore loads up, throws it down the sideline. He got him, man. He can't make the catch. Ryan Jackson just a little long. 3rd down and 6. Didn't need all 40 of that. A one wide receiver route down that far sideline. That's a tough one. You really only had that one option if that wasn't there. And it was for a minute. Jackson got the separation just a little bit far for him. Good arm by Beshore, but it falls incomplete in another punting situation. Another 3 and out. Broncos had a couple of those. 3 of them to be exact. And a punt. Carson Royal on to punt it away. So a little bit better. Still at Knuckler. This will take a bounce. And go down at the 49-yard line. So Tongi will have good field position to try to get going in the right direction. Broncos have found an answer for him so far. 2 turnovers on downs and a punt in 3 Tongi possessions. This will be their 4th. 11:46 to play here in this first half. 1 wide receiver near side. That's Brendan Briley. 2 to the far side. McGraw, the quarterback. Running back, Bruisman to his right. Panky, the fullback. He jumps off sides. Boy, and literally as I looked at him and said his name, he leaned forward and fell out of his stance. That's some Jedi mind trick stuff there, Caden. You'll get it someday. It happens when you turn about 40, so you got a little ways to go. And it only works in weird instances like that. So it can't happen when I'm sitting on my chair and I need the remote from the other side of the room. That would be ideal if I could just make it come to me. That's not the case. Same formation. Straight drop, McGraw looking. He's got a little bit of time, a little underarm, trying to throw it in and out of the hands of the guy I just mentioned a moment ago, Brendan Briley. I mean, it was in a good route, good position. He had inside position on the defender. It hit him in the hands, just went through and went to the ground. And second down and 15. Second down and 15 for the Chieftains. Well, you get the ball to start inside your team's side of the field. There's just something psychologically to that. And then the very first play, you end up back in your own territory. That's a tough start to a drive. Two wide receivers near side, one to the far side. Holthouse, the wide receiver to the far. McGraw flushed. A little bit of green. He'll step up, let it fly. And just out of the reach of his intended receiver. Tied in. Pankey. And it'll bring up a third down and 15. Well, they've abandoned the run just a little bit here. We got into the second and long, decided to throw it. Now you're at first and long, decide to throw it. Then you go to second and long, decide to throw it. And now here you are at third and long, and guess what? You don't really have a choice.
Third and 15.
Three wide receivers far side, one to the near side. Again, Bruisman in the backfield with McGraw. He'll call for the snap. Wait, now here it comes. Straight drop again. Jailhouse break. Lets it fly. Throws it over the top. He's got his man Brown. He'll make the catch. Brown into the end zone on a third down and 15. It's a 55-yard touchdown passing catch from Trevor McGraw to his top target, who had a touchdown a week ago as well. And Todd Brown, the 5'10", 155-pound junior, evens it up for the Chieftains. Well, I was talking a lot of trash on the pass, and that's the reverse side of those powers, Caden.
Great.
So they'll come on to kick the point after attempt with McWilliams. Running on guys late, too, and now the play clock starts. Chance to take the lead for Tonganoxie for the first time tonight with 11:25 to go in this first half. Snaps back, holds down, kick is on the way, and it is good. 7-6, Broncos trail by one. A 55-yard pass on 3rd and 15 is the difference in this one. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Jackson McWilliams.
7-6 your score, 11:25 to play in the first half. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Caden Carbajo here in beautiful Spring Hill, Kansas. And the Broncos will need to answer back here in this second quarter. We talked about it last week on the broadcast. We expected this to be a good game. So far, so good. Have a great crowd on hand as well. Good crowd watching at home also. McWilliams to tee it up. He'll boot this one. Hard kick all the way through the back of the end zone. The Broncos will start their drive at the 20-yard line. Well, both teams have between the tackle stuff has been modest for each team. That nobody's really gotten going on the ground, just pounding it forward. The Broncos haven't had, that 9-yard run, 7-yard run, 10-yard run. They just haven't had it. But a big run by Noah Anderton of 40-some yards is the difference for them. And then a pass play of 55 yards, the difference for Tonganoxie. Everything else is about a stalemate. And Spring Hill will start this drive at their own 20. Turn the hand off to McKenna just to gain a couple.
McGaney. Tackle by number 81, Isaiah Holtis.
Holthouse with the tackle.
2nd and 8 for the Broncos at their own 22.
2nd down and 8. Two wide receivers on the far side, one to the near side. Anderton, the wing back. He'll go in motion. They'll run it. Hand it to him. Trying to pick his way, Anderton. He'll fall forward across the 25 up near the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And I bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Resident.
All right, a 3rd down and 4. Long 4 for Spring Hill. 2 wide receivers far side. They'll run 2 guys in the backfield. Waiting for the call. Play clock's at 19. Still plenty of time. Run it. Turn. Handoff. Cannon trying to pick his way. He's got that first down across the 30 up near the 31-yard line. That's the first time the Broncos have gotten that first down when they've needed to on 3rd down. They were 50% in 3rd down last week against Bonner Springs. Keep in mind, I'm not sure if they had a 3rd down in the first half of that game, but they get a 3rd down conversion right here. That's a big one. And if things don't change much in this game, keep that one in mind for your absolute play of the game, brought to you by Absolute Painting. Seems like a 4-yard run, shouldn't be. Turn handoff. Jackson Torres, he wants the play of the game. How about this one? An in around, come down the sidelines. The 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. Looking for contact and back against the green at the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Jackson Torres, a 68-yard touchdown run. On an end around play. And that will be our Absolute Painting play of the game, brought to you by Absolute Painting. Greg and Mike and their crew are the best in the business. And they've got you covered. They'll cover your house. Nobody covered Jackson Torres. And a timeout going to be have to taken by Spring Hill on the point after attempt. We'll keep it right here, but Spring Hill has had some short drives. The Colt McGanna run on 3rd and 4 was a big one to get the first down. He picked up 6. And then the very next play, a 68-yard touchdown run by Jackson Torres puts the Broncos back in front. The point after attempt forthcoming. What a play for the Broncos. A big run by Noah Anderton on the last drive got them knocking on the door. This time they did not. They did not need the extra play. So our Absolute Painting play of the game, a 68-yard touchdown run by Jackson Torres. Learn more about Absolute Painting at absolutepainters.com or give those guys a call at 785-367-3007. Broncos having to take a timeout on special teams. That seems like something that does happen to a lot of teams early on in the year, just getting those personnel packages put together and making sure everybody is there. Broncos looked like they were going to go for 2 as well to try to even this back up and make up for the point after attempt they missed earlier, so they'll go for 2. Be short, going to run. Bootleg, flips it out. He's got his man. Torres, touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. And tack on a couple more for Jackson Torres. And the Broncos lead at 14-7, 9:57 to play in this first half. We've got a Frontier League Danzy tonight here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco football.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Number 22, Tanner.
Broncos cap off another 4-play drive, this time with a 68-yard touchdown run by Jackson Torres. They did it 14-7 here with 9:57 to play in this first half. Ryan Jackson to kick it off. Boy, you've got 2 really good kickers in this one. This one will stop at the 7. Far side return for Brown. Brown trying to catch the edge. He does. He's got some speed, does Brown. He'll be drug out of bounds. Tackle made there for Spring Hill on special teams by Siler Stewart.
Siler Stewart.
And so that's where Tonga will start this drive.
First and 10 Chieftains at their own 27.
So they'll start at the 27-yard line. Will Tongi. Two wide receivers near side, one to the far side. Hand off Bruisman, trying to take it, and he has got nowhere to go. Casey O'Neill coming down from that far DN spot, and he was helped out. Bo Gardner gets there as well. And no loss of 2 on the play.
2nd and 12 for the Chieftains at their own 25.
2nd down. And 12. Straight drop for McGraw. He'll let it fly. He's got Brown again. Brown makes the catch all the way up across the 50. Broncos need to find somebody who can stick with number 5 because they have not so far. And that will be a 28-yard pass and catch. Again, this time to Brown once again. Brown coming close to 100 yards of receiving already in this one. Just on a few catches. That one 28 yards. And a 1st down and 10 now inside Bronco territory. That has been a route that has been open. The Broncos need to get it sorted out. Just getting inside leverage on him. Straight drop again, McGraw. He's got some time now. He'll get flushed. Gardner coming in. It's intercepted. Going the other direction. Picked out of the air. The pressure came from Gardner, and he let it fly in. Who was there? Kendall Heiss. Heiss with the interception. Penalty flag is out there. We'll wait and see what that is.
There is a flag following the play.
They said following the play, so this should be Bronco ball, but we'll see what they say. Watching the sidelines to see their reaction. Nobody has started to get. The Tongi offense is still out there. Tongi defenders are starting to meander out to the field, and it looks like it will be Bronco ball. We'll wait and see what White House had to say.
After the interception, we got a personal foul, number 65, White.
Another good one for the Broncos. So personal foul against Heiss with the interception, and it's a big one. 8:35 to play in this first quarter. The Broncos get it back. Spring Hill, after the penalty, they'll have it all the way up to the 49-yard line. Broncos need to strike here and put the separation on. Oh, rocked in the backfield. I mean, paint was exchanged. I saw paint or something white go in the air. There was some good old-fashioned contact right there. When you leave a piece of equipment out there still, a loss of 4. Kendall Smith with the catch. And so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 14. Fake the end around. Torres, now one route, looking out there, Kirkner. Beshore's flushed, needs help. He'll flip it out to Torres, and then that is going to fall incomplete. Again, just trying to get that separation out there with Kirkner. And good coverage down the field for Tonganoxie by Brendan Briley, able to keep him reeled in. It'll bring up 3rd down and 14.
3rd and 14 for the Broncos at their own 45.
Another 3rd and long. See what they've got dialed up here for Spring Hill. Two wide receivers far side, one to the near side. 3rd down and 14. Need to get all the way to the 38. Screen. McKenna running room and some more. Got to find that opening, and he does. He's got the 1st down and more. Into the open field at the 30. Step forward at the 25-20. And knocked out of bounds short of the 15-yard line. A screen pass. 40-yard screen pass to convert on a 3rd and 15. The Broncos are in business. 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Big plays abound for both these teams. It's either feast or famine right now offensively for both Tongi and Spring Hill. 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Two wide receivers far side. Anderton will go in motion. He'll get it. End around for Anderton. Little stutter step. Busts off one hip tackle. And he'll maybe get a couple across the 20 up near the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard and a half.
2nd and 9 for the Broncos at the 14.
Bring up 2nd down and 9. 6:57 to play. Be short turn, handoff. McKenna. Good cut back against the grain. McKenna. Look at the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. A 15-yard touchdown run. We'll call it 14 for Colton McKenna. And a beautiful cut. That zone hole opened up. He cuts back against the back of those big nasties up front into the end zone. A 15-yarder for Colton McKenna. The Broncos lead by 2 scores.
Setting up for the extra point, number 2, Ryan Jensen.
A 5-play, 51-yard drive by the Broncos, capped off with a 15-yard touchdown run. Low snap. Jackson will kick it up, and he'll punch it through. 21-7. Broncos lead at 6:43 to go in the first half, rather. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco football on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
21-7 Broncos, 2 second quarter scores. About 3 minutes apart.
Deep for the Chieftains, number 5.
There's a difference in this one. 68-yard touchdown run by Jackson Torres, and then a 15-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna. The play in that drive, a 30-yard pass. Center return, and he's got a big hole. Up across the 30, man, he able to get in there and make that play.
Return for 22, Tanner Ham.
But the screen pass to McKenna of 30 yards on a 3rd and 15. A big-time call by Coach Feeback. Boy, a spread coach loves that screen pass, and they know when to dial it up at that time when it's just going to use. You might see a screen 10 times a season, and they work about 8 out of 10 times. That's a pretty good percentage in football terms. 80% is a pretty good percentage in any terms, I reckon. Officials.
6 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yeah, the clock may have ran for a little while, so they're going to add another 13 seconds onto the clock. It's going to go back to 20. And so this is where Tongi will start this drive. At their own 30-yard line. Spring Hill can really put a damper on their halftime if they can get a stop here and another score. Still plenty of time to do that. Tongi's got to be thinking the exact opposite. McGraw, far side. He's got his man at the 5. Broncos given plenty of cushion over there. It was a 5-yard catch before he really had to do much. Just trying to respect Holthouse a little bit, and it's a 10-yard completion. Holthouse's first catch of the game is a 10-yarder up across the 40. Give him 11 to the 41-yard line. 6:04 and counting. 2 wide receivers split out far to the near side, 2 to the far side. The short side. Snaps back over the middle and intended for Tonganoxie's number 25, Brendan Briley. And just beyond his reach, 2nd down. Whitcraft in coverage for Spring Hill. 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Clock stopped with 5:53 to play. The Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up in just a little bit. We'll recap this first half, walk you around the area, walk you across our network as well. 9 games going on time right now across our network at varsitysportslive.com. Turn, handoff, Bruisman. No. So number 2 guy carrying it this time is Tanner Hand. And he'll fall forward up near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, maybe 4. They will call it 4. It's 3rd down and 6. Riley Frank will come off the field for Spring Hill here on this 3rd down. Carson Royal comes into that far side D-tackle spot for him. Casey O'Neill on the other side of the ball. 3rd down and 6. Handoff, Bruisman. Broncos stretch it out. Bruisman barreling forward. He's going to be short, maybe. Will depend on the spot. He got a real favorable one on the far side. And the near side guy adjusted his to that guy.
Brunsman.
Okay. So he's going to give it across the 49, and it will be a 1st down. And it's hard to tell, I guess, when you're trailing the play to see where that knee went down. When the knee went down, the ball's down, and he's able to stretch that ball out. I mean, almost another yard is where that ball got spotted from probably where it should have been. Big difference, especially when it would have been short of a 1st down on a 4th down. Now it's a 1st down across the 50 up near the 49-yard line. Tonky's going to keep this one going. Back to McGraw, handoff, Bruisman, cuts back against the grain. He's hit and brought down for a gain of a couple. Up near the 45-yard line.
Tackle by number 31, Noah Anderton.
Anderton with the tackle. It'll be a gain of 3.
2nd and 6 for the Chieftains at the Broncos 45.
2 wide receivers far side. Tied into the near side is Pankey. Running backs on either side of McGraw. 2nd down and 7. Bruisman this way. Good tackle. I mean, good old-fashioned open field tackle by Heiss for the Broncos. Got low, wrapped up his feet, and brought him down. Kendall Heiss, a good one. It's a gain of a couple. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5.
35.
Raw directing traffic for his tight end. 3rd down and 5. Big one here. Broncos need to get the ball back with time. Snaps back. Play action. Steps up. Now pressure. He's going to have the 1st down. Good run by McGraw. Knocked out of bounds or escorted out of bounds across the 35. And a 9-yard quarterback scramble will pick up the 1st down. His first carry of the game is a gain of 9.
1st and 10 Chieftains at Spring Hill 30.
Bringing up the 8th play of this drive that started with 6:20 to play in this quarter. So nearly just over 3 minutes into it, and this is the 8th play. 2 wide receivers to the far side. This is what Tongi likes to do, grind them out. Handoff, this time trying to bubble outside, able to do so, and get outside the outstretched, reached arms of Tiafal and rumble forward for Hand.
Tackle by number 18, Siler Stewart.
Hand picks up 5 on 1st down. That's too easy for Spring Hill. You can tell by the body language of this Bronco defense, they're gassed just a little bit. This is the 10th play. 9th play, rather.
2nd and 5 for the Chieftains.
Wide open on the near side. Hagen Woodcraft will hustle out there to get to him. This side, Bruisman. Broncos stretch it out. He's just hard to bring down. When you get there, you got to be ready to go. Porter Jones kind of knocked off of him. Had an odd angle coming in there, and Bruisman able to drag the pile forward, hit at the line of scrimmage, and still gets the 1st down across the 25 up to 24. Tell you what, you don't usually do this on defense, but Broncos with 2 timeouts remaining, you might want to consider using one just to give your defense a break. They're giving up 5 yards a chunk right now. You're going to want them if you get the ball back for sure, but that's not a guarantee. 1st down and 10, just inside the 25 of the 24-yard line. 2:11 and counting in this first half. Flipping outside, he's got Holthouse. Double it out. Broncos make the play. Anderton. They try a little bit of a trick play. I'm not sure if that was setting up to be another pass or if that was just supposed to be a little spot screen, a little slip screen perhaps, but Broncos read it and stretched it out. Now the clock starts to become something you think about a little bit.
13 for the Chiefs.
Loses 3 on the play. Second down and 13. McGraw, drop, throws it under. He's got Brown through his hands. Brown had broken underneath. They're giving him a ton of cushion again. He's gotten past the Broncos. Ice was in coverage there and was giving up a big chunk, but just went through the hands of Brown, and it'll fall incomplete. Third down and 13. That also stops the clock with a minute 28. Broncos will have those 2 timeouts. If this is a running play, you do consider calling a timeout if they don't get the first down. This is a big third down right here. Casey O'Neill back into the game. Now he'll run off the field. He better hustle. McGraw. Some time now. Flush steps up. Probably a holding penalty on Riley Frank. Nobody called it. Throw it up over the top for Bruisman and incomplete. Yeah, Riley Frank was held real bad. Even the crowd saw that one, but it falls incomplete, stops the clock, so you don't have to use that timeout. Now it's 4th down. Minute 19 to play. Broncos are going to get the ball back with some time if they can get off the field right here. You've also got Jackson McWilliams, and he's going to come on and kick a field goal here.
4th and 13.
And it will be a 44-yard field goal for Jackson McWilliams. And so a 44-yard field goal. Right from the middle. Snaps back, holds down. Kick is on the way. They roll the kicker, and that's going to be, doesn't matter. Well, that's one to remember.
5-yard.
Oh, they just call a 5-yard.
Defense. Replay 4th down.
Got lucky that it was a 5-yard. It was a whole bunch of people ran into him. I'm surprised they don't give a personal foul there. They do a 5-yard running into the kicker, so that means McWilliams will just get another chance at it. McWilliams, again, regarded as one of the best kickers. He had a missed field goal a week ago. He missed this one as well. And that'll move it through. So now it's going to be a 39-yard field goal.
They're setting up for a 39-yard field goal.
Let's see if the Bronco defense can get through there this time without making contact. Snaps back, holds down, kick is on its way, and it is good. A 39-yard field goal in the second chance.
Tonganoxie 10.
And it will be 21-10. And the Broncos will get the ball back with a minute 10 when we return in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Ryan Paul to come on to kick it away for, Williams back to kick it. Ryan Paul back to return along with Valerie. Valerie's going to get a crack at one. No, it'll go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20.
Ball kicked into the end zone, put it on the man.
You get a little lamp in here or something. I don't want the full lights, but I need a little bit of light because my old eyes are starting to go on me. Aiden. So Broncos will have it at their own 20-yard line. A minute 10 to play. This is a great opportunity for Spring Hill to test out their 2-minute offense in less than 2 minutes. Let's see what they decide to do. You also don't want to give up that big play. You've got a good control of this game going into the locker room. They'll turn, hand off McKenna. It looks like they're going to be content perhaps to let that go with that lead as it is at 11. Well, now Tongi not going to.
Tommy,
They're going to take a timeout. They've got all three of theirs. That's their first. With 57 seconds to play. Timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and take it. We're back at 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
21-10. Broncos on a second down and 10. Just don't want to give the ball back with some time for Tongi. Beshore going to let this one fly and airmailed it out there. He got hit as he did as well. He was intended for Anderton. He was one purple jersey and three white ones. Low odds. And that's going to fall incomplete. 52 seconds left. Tongi's not only going to get this ball back possibly, or likely now, but with some time remaining and some timeouts, or at least one perhaps. See how they play this down the stretch.
3rd and 10 for the Broncos at their own.
Play clock at 18. They're getting things sorted out here for Spring Hill. Play clock at 9. 3rd down and 10. Beshore looking back for that screen perhaps. Now loading up. Beshore can run it. He won't. He'll back up. Let it fly. Trying to throw over the top, and it's incomplete. Does run some time off the clock down to 44 seconds.
4th and 10 for the Broncos at their own 20.
And so now a punt. So Tongi's going to get this ball back with 44 seconds and 2 timeouts. Another way to do that one there is if you 2 passes.
Carson Royal.
They had a run and they called that timeout. And then 2 passes allowed them to run that clock and not to use those other 2 timeouts. Broncos didn't get another yard. If you're going to do that, you might as well run it and make them use their timeouts. It's a low kick from Royal. Be fair caught. Boy, he had a boatload of room in front of him on a line drive kick. Brown's going to regret that one on film. He probably would have got that hang all the way back to the 45. Instead, Chieftains will have they'll get the ball back at their own 41-yard line. Here with 39 seconds to play. You can bet they're going to try for it here. They've had some big plays. They actually officially mark it at the 42. First down and 10 from the 42-yard line. 39 seconds to play. 2 wide receivers to each side. McGraw looking over for the call. With Broomsman to his right. Got to watch number 5. They do not have help over here with him. Looking this way all the way. He's going to burn it down the sidelines. Very good position. And he makes the catch. Holy mackerel. Penalty flag comes in as well. Brown's a little bit hobbled. They throw the flag. I have no idea. Again, in that position, if they call this on Spring Hill, I'm going to maybe lose my mind because once again, pretty good field position there for Spring Hill. By Kendall Heiss, he was on the inside, and they do call it on the offense. I mean, he was right where you need to be, and the offensive player ran through him, made the catch, an incredible catch by Brown. But that time, Heiss had pretty good coverage, able to get in there, and Broncos get a big-time break. That would have them knocking on the door. It runs 8 seconds off the clock as well. And so that'll back them up all the way beyond the 40. Back to the 38-yard line. Now safety way out high for Spring Hill. Just trying to keep things in front. My goodness.
After the penalty, the ball spotted at the Tonganoxie 22. 1st and 25.
Yeah, no, it's not the 22. They're way off. Are they? I guess, yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty. I was going off a different spot, apparently. Officials still trying to work it out. Now they may be questioning their own math here. Yep. Arithmetic taking place at the 22-yard line. 31 seconds to play. I know that number because it's on the screen. Caden trying to get in there to the White Hats and see what they're discussing. Wish we had one of those really good microphone things that you could point at them and pick up what they're talking about. I wish I had that in here in the crowd. I could really get a lot of tea, as the kids say, on people, whatever that means. 31 seconds to play. Now the officials will work it out. They didn't change anything, I don't believe. And they'll rack the clock here. 2 wide receivers near side. Again, you got to find number 5. He's on the far side this time. Going to try a different offender. Heist did him that time. McGraw, straight drop, looking that right way. Got his arm knocked. It's intercepted. Intercepted. He's got some running room. Anderton at the 20th step for him. And he's knocked down with 23 seconds to play. The defense comes up huge for Spring Hill. And the Broncos are back in business. Just underthrown by McGraw. I think he had a little bit of contact perhaps as he was throwing. Didn't put much mustard on it. Anderton a little bit shaken up and needing help to get off the field. That's not ideal. Just a little hobbly with his right leg. Right foot. We'll keep an eye on that. But the Broncos, an interception, their second one of the quarter. The last one happened at the 8:35 mark, an interception by Heist. This time an interception by Anderton. And with 23 seconds, the Broncos have a real good chance to get points here, if not a touchdown. Started at the Tongi 19, penalty or timeout called by Tonganoxie. They weren't quite ready to be back on defense. They were just on offense a moment ago, seconds ago, in fact. But a timeout will take it. We're back at 30 seconds. Broncos with a chance to have a full head of momentum going into the locker room next on.
Phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
At the Chieftains,
First down and 10 at the 19-yard line for Spring Hill. 23 seconds to play. Straight drop. Plenty of time for Beshore. Throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Not sure where he was going with that. There's a couple of receivers. D. Albini, haven't called his name yet tonight. He was down there also with Ryan Jackson. Falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 18 seconds.
the Tongi 19.
Beshore flushed, looking, lets it fly. He's got D'Albini on cue. Touchdown, Broncos! Cooper D'Albini, a 19-yard strike from Tyson Beshore with 11 seconds to play, and the Broncos tack on another one. What a flurry of activity in the final minute of this first half. But another touchdown pass.
Saying for the extra point, number 2, Ryan Jackson.
D'Albini right in front had gotten open, 19 yards, 27-10 with the PAT forthcoming. Up and good. Broncos lead it 28-10 here with 11 seconds to play in this first half. We'll keep it right here. We do have the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming your way in just a little bit. We'll also see if we have a performance from the band. If we do, we'll carry some of that as well as we get ready for second half action. We'll walk you around the area across our network. Again, VarsitySportsLive.com is where you can keep up to date on all the games coming up. If you're a soccer fan, got soccer broadcasts up there for the upcoming season as well. volleyball broadcasts are coming up. You can go to your school's site, go to Spring Hill Sports Live, go to youtube.com/Spring Hill Sports Live, and you can see all the broadcasts coming up this fall right there, as well as varsitysportslive.com. 9 games across our network. Had one last night as well. Lewisburg hosting Paola. Eudora up at Bonner Springs. We'll look at that in just a little bit on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Ryan Jackson to kick it away. We'll put a little squib kick on this one, down to the 10-yard line. And return it out to the 22, and that's where Tongi, we'll see what they decide to do. My guess is they will take a knee and go into the locker room, licking their wounds a little bit. They felt like they probably had this one at least stalemated throughout the first part of the first quarter, but the Broncos have started to rattle them off a little bit, and that last one, a real killer. Tongi trying to make something happen the final 44 seconds. It ends up in an interception, a good return by Anderton, and then 2 plays later, a 19-yard connection to D'Albini. And with 6 seconds, we'll see what Tongi decides to do, and now the timeout taken by Spring Hill.
Spring Hill.
Probably just trying to decide what they want to do for their safe defense. Again, we'll break down this first half. Plenty to talk about. Lots of scoring, and the Broncos took that first kind of surge from Tonganoxie and then able to hold serve and then fight back. And boy, have they. Some big plays. A Jackson Torres 68-yard touchdown. Plenty to talk about. Well, I found a problem with our website. Once the games go live, it doesn't like my little thing there anymore. So we'll have to figure that out. Things you don't notice when you're calling the game. And not at home.
First and 10 Chieftains at their own 22.
They're going to run one with Bruisman, just try to run this clock out, maybe bust one open. He does, adds to his stats. He'll end up closing out this first half, an 11-yard run. But the Broncos in control of this one. Plenty to talk about on the pregame show. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll recap this first half, give a look at some of your halftime numbers. All that and more still to come here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. We'll kick that off next on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Back to Michael Grant, Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris along with you. We'll listen in to the Bronco band here at halftime. Broncos lead it 28-10 over the Tonganoxie Chieftains. I have no idea why that band's not picking up on our broadcast, but maybe that's why. Well, we'll go ahead and just get to our pregame or our halftime show then. Regardless of doing a nice job. If you're not hearing it, I do apologize. I have no idea exactly why. Everything else sounds good. You can hear the people clapping right now, but they didn't like that sound. Still working through some early season issues. Broncos are not, though, and they are taking care of business. We are in the midst of the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected, to protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. Learn more by visiting them at 117 South Main in downtown Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. Here's how we got to where we are on our Eye on the Game on the recap of the first half. Broncos would have the ball to begin this game. They would start at their own 35-yard line. They'd have to punt it away. Tonganoxie would get it to begin their game. They would start at their own 39-yard line. Excuse me. Start at their own 39-yard line, and they would put together probably their best drive, or one of, as they would go 6 plays. And eventually, on a fourth down, they turn it over on downs as they were stopped at 7:51 to play in the first quarter. It's still 0-0. Broncos will get the ball back. They go 3 and out, punt it away. Tonganoxie, another turnover on downs. So in the first 2 possessions offensively of both teams, a turnover on downs twice by the Chieftains and 2 punts by the Broncos, and then the Broncos would get the scoring started as they would start at their own 40-yard line, and they would go 4 plays officially. A legal shift was in there that put them behind the sticks as well, but man, Noah Anderson getting them going. Colt McCann came out of the game, lost his shoe, and while he was out, Anderson rattled off a 47-yard touchdown or 47-yard run, and then the very next play, he's the first guy into the end zone with a 3-yard plunge with 3:13 to play in the first quarter. It was 6-0 after the 2-point conversion failed. Talking to get it back at their own 20-yard line. They would be forced to punt with 1:08 to go in the first half. Spring Hill would start at their own 16-yard line with 1:08 to play. 3 and out, punted away on the very first play of the second quarter. They would have to punt it away. And Tonganoxie would start at the Spring Hill 49-yard line, and they would answer back. They would get their first and only touchdown of the first half. On a 3rd and 15, they convert on a 55-yard pass to Brown, their speedster on the edge. Todd Brown, the 5'10", 142-pound junior.
Junior Bronco cheerleader.
And the point after attempt by McWilliams was good. It was 7-6 with 11:25 to play in the first half. It was 7-6 with 11:25 to play in the first half. It's 28-10. That tells you what kind of second quarter we had, and it was a doozy. Broncos would try to answer back, and they would in a big, big way. They get the ball back at their own 20-yard line with 11:25 to play in the first half. 4 plays later, it's a 68-yard end around by Jackson Torres with 9:57 to play in the half. The Broncos would lead it after the point after attempt. The 2-point conversion was good on a pass to Torres. And that made it 14-7. Very next drive, Tonganoxie, a 28-yard pass, and then the very next pass, intercepted by the Broncos. Kendall Heiss gets it back for his offense. The offense pays him back. 5 plays later, there was a 30-yard screen pass on a 3rd and 15 to Colt McCann. Slipped out of the backfield and was able to
1980s.
Get it down the field on that 30-point. He had a 1-yard run by Anderson, and the very next play, a 15-yard touchdown run by Colt McCann. 6:43 to play. Point after attempt was good, made it 21-7. Tongi would get it back, and this would be their biggest and best drive. They would start at their own 30-yard line. They would go 12 plays, and officially 70 yards, capped off on a 39-yard field goal by Jackson McWilliams. It was a 44-yard field goal that was no good, but roughing the kicker, or running into the kicker, was the call. Moved it 4 and 5 yards. That was the difference. He knocks it through, makes it at that point 21-10. Broncos forced to punt, another 3 and out on their next drive. They've had more of those tonight than we've seen of late. But then Tonganoxie with 44 seconds left to play in the first half. They get the ball back. 2 plays later, an interception by Noah Anderson, who has making his name known for our Sheriff Shrum Prudential Financial Player of the Game coming up at the end of the game. Noah Anderton, an early consideration for that recognition. And after that interception by Noah Anderton, Tonganoxie will take it at the 19, or Spring Hill will take over the Tonganoxie 19-yard line. Incomplete pass on the first play, and then a connection of 19 yards from B-Shore to Cooper D'Albini, almost on cue. And at that point, with 11 seconds to play in the first half, 28-10. That's how we got to where we are right now. That was a doozy. See those kiddos performing down in front. Good job by Caton getting that one on the TV. We'll keep more TV coming your way in just a little bit when we continue the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Back out here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris, Caden Carvalho. Good one going on over in Lewisburg. 21-20. 5:52 to play in the third quarter. Allegedly, I'm going to have to work with those guys on how to get the score bug on the clock right. But 21-20 in the third over there in Lewisburg and Paola. Baldwin trailing Ottawa 13-0. Other update, 40-0, Eudora all over Bonner Springs, also in the Frontier League. Trying to go around the area. In that first half, from a statistics standpoint, again, pretty good one. Colt McCann not going to have the rushing yards that he had as used to in this one. In fact, from a rushing standpoint, they've kept him pretty well bottled up, 12 of 17. 5 About 30 yards of rushing for Colt McKenna on 10 carries, but he's got 3 catches for 95 yards in the first half. 1 for 55, 1 for 30, and 1 for 10. That 1 for 30, a big one. We'd already given our absolute play of the game, or we would have given him that one. Actually, I think I did give it that screen pass that made that play possible. So now I'm picking back on that one. Anderton also on the ground. Not bad for him. He's got 5 carries for around 60 yards. Yeah, 65 yards for Anderton and a touchdown. Jackson Torres with 68 yards rushing on that single rush. And Cooper D'Albini with just 1 catch, but it was a touchdown as well for 19 yards. Your halftime stats here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. We're just a few seconds away from kickoff. We'll take a 30. We'll come back and get your second half started right here on Spring Hill.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Number 2, Ryan Jackson.
That concludes the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. It's time for your second half. Broncos and the Chieftains. Broncos will kick it away. Tongi will get a chance. This one's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Next, he'll kick it deep. Short return, actually, all the way up to the 12. They're going to very good. Ahead of steam and a big return coming. It'll be brought down hand. He'll get it all the way out across the 40. Good open field tackle to keep that from being worse than it was. But Jackson leaving a little bit on that one, and a good return forehand all the way up near the 45. And that's where Tongi will start this one.
Hagen Whitcraft.
A stop at a score would put this one a lot of doubt in Tongi's mind. A score.
Chiefs start 1st and 10 at their own.
Game back on. That's how tenuous things are right here in Spring Hill. I tell you, there's just been a big play here, big play here. These two teams are much closer than that 28-10 score, at least what I've seen so far. They'll start at the 42. Play action. Underneath for Holthouse. They will get him going down the sideline. Ball comes loose. And he's able to fall down on top of it. And I was wondering when they were going to get him going. That's a 20-yard completion.
Maybe number 18, Silas Stewart. 1st and 10, Tonganoxie.
Anderton a little bit
38.
banged up. His not moving, not walking as well as you'd like him to be with that lower leg injury that we noticed in the first half. He's still gritting it out, but his may slow him a little bit down on the edge. And Holthouse, that's where they want to get him going. A 20-yard completion. They're in business. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Pass again Holthouse. Again underneath, and another big play for Holthouse. It's like they went in the locker room and go, hey, did 81 come?
81.
Yeah, he's here. Well, let's probably use him because they didn't use him at all in the first half. Went at him, I think, once. This time an 8-yard completion. He sliced them up a year ago. And this one for 9. So back-to-back plays, 30 yards for Holthouse.
Chieftains.
2nd down and 1. Looking to pass again, going right back to him. I think Holthouse may have went in and said, hey, can you throw the ball to me? That'd be great. They've gone back to back to back now. This time, the first time they've missed.
Complete 10 for number 11.
Yeah, we're getting 3rd down and 1. It might all be for naught. If you can just stop right here, make them start to think about it.
3rd and 1 for the Chieftains in Spring Hill 29.
Third down and 1. Turn handoff. He's got the first down and up near the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 3.5 on the run by Bruisman. And that's a first down for them. They like their chances with him to get 3 yards or a yard or whatever they need on a short yardage situation.
1st and 10.
10:30 to go. Opening drive of the second half for the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Broncos with a flurry down the stretch. They scored with 11 seconds left to go in the half after an Noah Anderson interception. He was banged up on the interception, hit hard. First down at 10. Again, Bruisman trying to pick his way outside. He will find the edge. And the Broncos had that bottled up inside, but not much help on the outside edge. And another big run by Bruisman, and he'll have the first down across the 15 up near the 14-yard line. So a 11-yard pickup for Bruisman, and they've got first and goal at the 9.
1st and 10 Chieftains at Spring Hill 14.
Oh, excuse me, it's at the 14-yard line. First and 10 at the 14. Now an injured player. What's the call here? Injured Tonganoxie Chieftain player, but somebody call timeout? Nobody called timeout. The officials call a timeout for injury. Well, why is everybody going to the sidelines? Okay. So they'll let, there's nobody out there actively injured right now. Maybe they just called it for water. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Go play football, guys. The officials letting them go all the way to the sidelines, unless that was indicated for water. Maybe it was a water break. I'm not exactly sure, but they were helping a player off the field. Once he's out,
coming out, 1st and 10 Chieftains.
Line up, play. First down at 10 after an 11-yard run by Bruisman. First down at 10 at the 14-yard line. Call for it. Pass. Nearly intercepted. Boy, he stepped right in front of it. Saw it, and it got huge for Porter Jones.
Pass attempt for number 81 falls incomplete. Isaiah Holtis.
And so it falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 10:06. Second down and 10. Broncos had their back against the wall once in the first quarter. They held. That was a big deal. And then the very next drive, they were driving again, and they turned them over on downs. And I think that kind of stopped. If Tongie's able to punch in that first one, I think this may be a different situation we're in right now. The Broncos got the upper hand. Flush, McGraw now pressured. Down in the backfield. Blaine Sommer gets home, and it's a huge second down play.
For number 52.
He stayed home and was able to be where he needed to be. The pass initially was supposed to be quick to the right side. It was not there. And when he bailed out, who was there? 52, Blaine Sommer. It's a 4-yard loss on the play.
18-yard line.
Sommer's sack makes it a 3rd and long. Handoff again, Bruisman. They're getting away with tons of holding into between the tackles. There has not been a holding call between the tackles. And I've seen 50.
On the carry, number 16.
8.
Colton Brusman.
And 52 and 56. They just can't get out there. Riley Frank is trying to get beyond the sticks. It'll be 4th down. It's a good run. About 10 yards.
Chieftains. Spring Hill 8.
The 9th play of this drive. And we'll be 3 minutes into it by the time it's done. It could happen right here on 4th down. Play action. Flipped out. He's got his tight end. He's got the first down. He's diving for the end zone. He fumbled it. No way. No way. No way that dude was in the end zone. There's no way he was laying out on the ground and the ball reached out. It may have hit the goal line, but he was definitely down by the time that happened. I'm going to have to go back. I'll go back and watch that one immediately when I get home.
Great. Jackson McQuaid.
It may not have mattered. It was certainly going to be a first down. And they would have had first and goal inside the 1, so probably a moot point, but man. So it ends up being a touchdown run by Bruisman. There's going to be pass, rather. To Pankey. Snaps back, holds down. Kick is on his It's blocked. Broncos get through there. How about Keanu Tiafau? A special teams play to remember right there. PAT block with the Tonganoxie does exactly what they wanted to do to open up this second half. A big, long drive and capped off with a touchdown. We'll talk about it when we return. Broncos will try to respond when we do on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
P for the Broncos.
16.
Valerie.
And what has been a good one here in Spring Hill.
Kicking for the Chieftains. Number 8, Jackson McWilliams. Everybody up.
So the Broncos will need to respond. 9-play, 58-yard drive. And McWilliams' kick will go through the back of the end zone. So Spring Hill will start this one at their own 20.
Ball
With 9:18 to play in the third quarter.
Spring Hill take over for the Active Logic first down at their own 20.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. And don't forget to keep up to date with everything going on for the Broncos. And where we'll be broadcasting next at VarsitySportsLive.com. First down at 10, roll out on the right side for B Shore. He's going to carry it up. Good run for B Shore. He doesn't run a ton by design. But that time, able to pick up a nice run. The quarterback on quarterback action. There's McGraw makes the play. The tackle. It's a 5-yard run by B Shore.
2nd and 5.
Bring up second down and 5. 8:52 to go in this third quarter. Snaps back. Hand off. McKenna. He gets through there. Another classic Colton McKenna run. We've been looking for that one all day, and it's an 11-yard pickup by Colton McKenna. And it's not that he hasn't been effective. I mentioned nearly 100 yards receiving in the first half. He just hasn't had the big run that we've seen, those 10-yard, 9-yard runs. This time will be bottled up at the line of scrimmage, lucky to fall back to it.
On carry number 5, Colton McKenna.
There'll be no gain on the play. It'll bring up a second down and 10. We hit the road next week to go over to Eudora. That should be another good test. They're walloping Bonner Springs. They're going to be pretty competitive all the way through the Frontier League, I think. Lewisburg, Paola improved. Paola is anyways. Lewisburg, defending champs. Here's McKenna on the right side, catches the edge again. He's got another first down run across the 45 up near the 46-yard line. A penalty flag is down in the backfield, well beyond the line of scrimmage. Caden, how's your play-by-play? My voice is on its way out. Another legal motion against the Broncos. And a tough penalty there on what was going to be a 12-yard run by McKenna and a first down. Will back him up and go second down and 15.
Be 2nd and 15.
All the way back to the 31-yard line. So second down and 15 for the Broncos. Handed off McKenna. Student body this way. He's got to use some blockers, and he does a nice job cutting back inside of his offensive line just to get some of that yardage back.
Tackle made. Tackle made.
So he's able to get a gain of 9. Call him 8. Gain of 8. Third down and 7. Try not to go and punt it back after a score. B Shore on a big third down. Now pressure coming from behind him, nowhere to go. Flips it out there and able to get it away. Boy, able to see Holthouse coming. And, yeah, that's the internal clock. That was not the offensive line. They held for long enough to look it go down the field. Just good coverage down the field and a punt intended for Kirkner.
Brings up 4th and 7 the Broncos.
So a punting situation.
Back in punt formation, number 61, Carson
Royals had plenty of those tonight.
Deep in the Chieftains,
Brown back to return for him, for Tongi and Todd Brown. Royal, this one off kind of the back of his foot. It's going to take a knuckler and bounces out of bounds. It will turn the field a little bit. About a 24-yard, 23-yard punt.
Chieftains take over.
And now Tongi really with an opportunity in this game. Spring Hill's defense should feel some pressure right here because they've got to keep this thing where it's at. A score here is going to make this thing become a lot more competitive real fast. First down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Good, bottled up that time by the Bronco defense. I said you need to feel it. How about Keanu Tiafau doing his part? One of the senior leaders on this team, and he stays home on that far side. It's a loss of 3 on the play. Everybody loves Keanu. I was up at the pool this year at one point, and Keanu walked in, and I thought it was Keanu Reeves. So I thought it was. Keanu's here. Keanu's here. Well, he was there that time. Stayed home, and a loss of 3. Play action this way, underneath and behind Brown. That one's on
Passing complete, 10 for number
McGraw. McGraw just threw that behind Brown. Brown again had good leverage on the inside of Heiss. Now Anderton's going to come out on defense here. Again, a little bit hobbled. They've been able to roll Valerie down.
14 from the Chieftains.
Well, he'll come over here. When Anderton goes out, let's see who they roll in there. Pass for McGraw. Keanu trying to track down from behind. Pressure comes from Gardner. And now down the sideline he goes, and McGraw's going to scramble for a first down. That white hat stops all the way back here, though. We'll see if the field judge gets that, and it is going to be enough for a first down. Boy, a tough one there. McGraw able to scramble and get the first down.
Ball spotted in midfield, first and 10, Chieftains.
On a third down and long, another McGraw scramble. That's just the guy you can't account for, about 15 yards. Giving about 15 yards on that run up to the 50-yard line. First down and 10. Bruisman to the left this time of McGraw. Broncos need to stop. Bruisman. Gain of 3.
On the carry, number 16.
6:19 to go in here in this third quarter. For what has been a pretty on-the-ground game, now there's been a little bit of passing and some scoring, but this game is dragging on. Bruisman's going to go off. He's a little bit shaken up. So you got Bruisman and Anderton both kind of look to be dealing with their same. And now those are the two guys I said, watch those two play football against each other. Kind of fun. Play action again. This time they hold. A little sidearm action, and he's got the play. Man, that was a heck of a ball by McGraw. 3 guys trailing. I mean, there's 3 guys in coverage on Pankey. Didn't matter. Pankey all the way up. That's a 31-yard completion. The Broncos are going to have to step it up here. Again, it was feast or famine offensively. They were either 3 and out or big plays. Just have not had that methodical long drive that Tongi has. Their opening drive went 11 plays of this half. This is play number 6 here. Pass again. They've gone to the passing game almost exclusively as well. With Bruisman out of the game, they'll go over to over to Todd Brown. And Brown will catch it.
Tackle made by number 33, Kendall Heiss.
Heiss makes the tackle, but not before a 7-yard gain on that pass.
2nd and 3 for the Chieftains, Spring Hill 12.
It's 2nd down and 3 from the 12-yard line. McGraw calls for it. Handoff up the middle for their fullback, number 2 backup, Hand. And Hand's going to be close to a first down. We'll see where the spot's at. They say third down. Third down and short.
It's the one, Carson Boyle.
His hand picks up 2 on the play. 4:20 and counting, third quarter. Tongi knocking on the door, trying to make this a ball game once again. Again, Hand. He'll have the first down.
On the carry, 22, Tanner Hand.
He picks up 2, only needed a yard. First and goal from the 8.
First and goal for Tonganoxie.
They have it at the 7.
Start the game.
White hat calls to start the game clock. Should have been going already. First down and goal from the 8 for the Chieftains. Bruisman back in the game. Penalty flag comes in there. Might have our first holding penalty, and it's going to be a big one. Casey O'Neill's on the ground, and he gets up off the top of that flag. So my guess is that's going to be a hold against Tongi on O'Neill. 79, the guilty party, I believe. They get it on 54. '54's right kind of looking tackle for Tonganoxie. Gavin Rhodes, 6'3", 240, and a sophomore. Oh, boy. He's going to be a factor. So that'll back him up 5. First and goal now. Back to the 17. Bottled up again. This time in the backfield. Right down. A tackle for loss. How about Casey O'Neill showing up? He got held last time. That's what happens if you don't hold 22. He'll get in the backfield and disrupt some stuff. Another big loss. Back beyond the 20. Back to the 20, just beyond the 20-yard line. It was first and goal at the 8. It's third and goal from the 20. Second and goal, rather. Second down and goal from the 20-yard line. Pass out here to Brown. Brown just gets around high. It's how Brown didn't stay on his feet and down the sidelines. I'm surprised. It'll be third down and goal from the 6. And you've just got to respect Brown's speed. So Ice is giving him a little bit of cushion. Not much you can do with that play right there. Bronco defense trying to step up big here in the third quarter of this one. It was all Broncos in the second quarter. At one point in the second quarter, it was 7-6, and Tongi led it for one time. It was 28-10 at halftime. Broncos were in full control. Tongi comes out of the locker room. Down the field they go. A couple of big plays to Holthouse. And now here they are knocking on the door for the second time in this half. Third down and goal. Pressure comes. Tiafal throws his hands up. Nearly intercepted. Out there in coverage again. A nice job tracking that one down as the ball was in the air. Coming on him in a Hurley Siler Stewart, the 5'10", 155-pound sophomore, was there. It's fourth down and goal. This could be, it would be early, probably a little premature for me to say it, but this could be the ball game for the Broncos. If they can get this hold right here, turn them over on downs for the third time inside their own 30. Got to get a block field goal here. It will be a 23-yarder for McWilliams, his second attempt of the game. Third, actually. Snaps back, holds down, kick is up, and it is blocked. And it is no good. The Broncos get the blocked field goal another time they get through there.
16.
11 plays on that drive, but it falls short on a 23-yard field goal attempt. No good. Somebody got a hand on it. And that defense, that drive started at their own 38-yard line. It ends at the 6. And that's where the Bronco offense will take over this drive. It actually comes out to the 20. And so Spring Hill defense holds. That would have been our absolute play of the game if we didn't already give it earlier in the half. Turn hand off McKenna, big hole near side. Colt McKenna's going to try to blow this one out. He'll get those yardage now across midfield at the 45, up to the 40-yard line. Colton McKenna
Canine.
A 40-yard run by Colton McKenna to begin this drive. Start at their own 20. They're already down to the 40.
First and 10, Spring Hill.
A 40-yard run by Colton McKenna to begin this drive. Broncos already inside Tonganoxie territory. 2:16 to go, third quarter. Stump confused, trying to figure out where he needs to be. He'll stay in there. He'll be right behind Beshore. Two wide receivers on the near side. Turn, handoff, Stump. Stump didn't know where he was supposed to be, but where he is now, dragging defenders. If you're going to catch a ride, buy a ticket. He drags him across all the way up to the 30-yard line. And it's a 10-yard run by Patrick Stump. 6 seconds before that, he was headed off the field over to the sidelines, runs out, stands behind the quarterback, hands the ball, and there he is for 10.
Snap. 5-yard penalty.
And it ends up being a D'Albini legal motion. I don't know if he was in motion and didn't get set. It's got to be a 1 second count. May not even be on Cooper's fault. But, man, a good run by Patrick Stump. Gets called back. First and 15. Back to the 45-yard line. Again, Stump, this time brought down after a gain of a couple. Tackle made for Tonganoxie by Kendall Smith.
Tackle by number 6, Kendall Smith.
And it will be just a gain of a couple for Stump.
Second and 12 for the Broncos.
We'll give him 3.
Chieftains 42.
McKenna out. Two wide receivers near side, actually, and Torres in the slot. Beshore steps up. Plenty of time surveying. Lets it fly down the field. He's got Torres coming across the field. Just a little bit out of his reach and bringing the third down into a so pass intended for Torres, and it goes incomplete. Jackson with a 68-yard touchdown run on an end around.
42.
Was a huge one for Spring Hill. Now trying to convert on a third down. You get about half of this, you might consider going for it. We'll see what they decide to do. Beshore, straight drop. Looking, plenty of time. Good blocking. He'll flip one up down the sideline. Jackson just out of his reach. Intended for Ryan Jackson. It was a nice ball, but just not quite enough on the sideline. That works to the middle. There was no safety coming over, so
Pass ball is incomplete.
got to guard against that, and it falls incomplete, brings up a fourth down.
No, Broncos. Tonganoxie.
Well, they did block the field goal, and that's huge. And then after the 40-yard Colton McKenna run,
Back in punt formation, 61, Carson Royal.
Broncos are forced to punt.
Number 5, Todd Brown.
Minute 13. Didn't take much time off that clock here either. Got to start doing that. Best punt of the game for Carson Royal. Fair caught by Brown. He'll come up to catch it at the 15-yard line. And that'll pin him deal. So flip the field as well. I mean, it's just little things like that. The game inside the game. You get the field goal block. You get the big run by McKenna. It didn't go for much, but that 40-yard flip of field is all the difference it makes, because now Tongie's got to start from a lot further away with a little bit less time. Tongie will start this drive at their own 15. Here with a minute 8 to play in this third quarter. (28-16) in a good one here in the Frontier League on a beautiful Friday night in Spring Hill, Kansas. McGraw, turn, handoff, Bruisman, trying to catch the edge. Goes low. Tell you what, he may not get credit for much of the tackle.
Colton Bruisman.
But it's a good thing he was there to help with that one for Spring Hill.
Tackle maybe number 16, Clay Valerie.
Clayton Valerie in there also making a shoestring. Siler Stewart, we said his name a couple of times. Yeah, Stewart was the one who made that play. Just got a shoestring and then some help came. It's a 4-yard game.
At their own 18.
For Bruisman. They call it 3. So second down and 7. McGraw calls for it. Spot coming out this way. Wants Brown in the open field. Working against Heiss. Heiss attacks. Brings him down. Good open field tackle by Heiss.
Complete number 5, Tom Brown.
That was one-on-one. There's a penalty flag somewhere. Did that near side official throw that flag for a face mask? I don't. I don't know if he got a hold of his face mask, but he may have. We'll see. They do.
Grab a helmet, open the back of the helmet. 15 yards, first.
So he opened and grabbed the back of the helmet. I didn't think that happened yet last week. I kind of started to lose my mind. I didn't go look at the rule, but
36.
That white hat just clarified it. Perhaps that is the infraction. So tough break there. A good open field tackle, but trying to put Brown on an island and let him go one-on-one with Heiss. They're leaving him one-on-one as well. They just have never brought any help over here against number 5. You got to watch out for 81. He's getting doubled. Spot pass again, Brown. Same play. This time Brown does what he wanted to do. Shook off Heiss. Help comes over there. Nice job by Anderton to make the play, but it's a big gain of 10 yards. Toggy Chieftain is injured here on the near sideline. And so he is cramped up. It's going to take him a minute. They'll work on him. Injury timeout. We'll take it. We're back at 30 seconds. Bronco defense going to get called on again. Well, there's only 2 seconds left in this quarter. Never mind. I'll just keep it right here. Again, don't forget to come join us next Friday night. We'll be back in action. We do kick off some other sports coverage as well this week. You saw the Broncos on last night on Paola Sports Live. If you're a soccer fan, they were able to get on there and that one at halftime. Wasn't much of a match. But for the Broncos, coming up this week on the 12th, we will have our first volleyball coverage of the season next week, as we have a back-to-back volleyball matches on Tuesday and again on Thursday. A duel with Eudora on Tuesday, and then a triangular with Blue Valley, Southwest, and Bonner Springs on Thursday. And then back at it on Friday with Eudora hosting the Broncos. Pregame coverage will start at 6:30, kickoff at 7. Brown a little bit shaken up. Making it over to the field, over to the sideline. Anderton may have had something to do with that one, as he escorted him out of bounds. So this will be the final play of the third quarter, as that was a 10-yard completion. It moves the chains across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. So first down and 10 from the 46-yard line for the Broncos, or for the Chieftains, rather. The final play of the third quarter. Handoff. Hand. Try to get behind those blockers, and again, held strong. Riley Frank holding strong. At the line of scrimmage, not pushed off the ball. Also in there, Tia foul.
Tonganoxie 16.
And that's the end of the third quarter. We still got plenty of football to be played here in Spring Hill, as the Broncos are looking to get to win number 2, but they're holding off a late charging Chieftain team. We'll see what they've got in the fourth quarter when we return in 1 minute on your home for Bronco Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
There we go, fourth quarter action from Spring Hill, the Broncos and the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Straight drop from McGraw. He'll look underneath. Throw it. Good play. Nice break on the ball to punch that one out the end as Heiss Kendall Heiss coming up to poke that one out, and it falls incomplete. That's a big play. That was going to be close to a first down. It was going to be short, but it had been 3rd down and 1. Instead, it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10. 6.
Brown's back in there, I believe, on that far sideline after being shaken up on 3rd down and 10. Working against Heiss. They'll go that direction. Throw it underneath, actually, for Pankey. And again, just too easy. Just getting inside position. And Pankey, you don't have to give quite as much cushion to him. He's not going to beat you to down the field, I don't think. And that's just too easy. On a 3rd and 9, he ran a 9-yard route. Or 3rd and 10, rather, ran a 9-yard route, caught it, fell down. I mean, you got to get up there and put some pressure on it. Now all of a sudden it's 4th and short. Broncos trying to run Royal out and run some size in. Over the ball they go on 4th down and 1. Handoff, pressure, penetration. And he just does fall across the line of scrimmage. Boy, they got some contact. Casey O'Neill was there.
On the carry, number 16.
And it is just across the 44.
Number 68, Gage Winger.
Just enough for a first down. Boy, that was closer than they want to think. Gage Wingirter into the ball game. Put that anchor there over the ball. 6'3", 290, a junior.
1st and 10, Tonganoxie, Spring Hill, 44.
So they get the first down. I'll get on the far side to Pankey and steps out of bounds. Just across the 40. It'll be a gain of about 4.
Knocked out of bounds, number 33, Kendall Heiss.
Heiss there knocks him out of bounds after a gain of 4. Make it 5. Up across the 40 to the
Spring Hill,
39-yard line.
2nd and 5 for the Chieftains.
And Tawny's going to shorten this 4th quarter. They've been able to have some ball control drives. They've had 2 drives of 11 plays in this second half. This is just their 3rd offensive drive of the second half. Spring Hill's only had 2.
On carry, number 16, Colton Brusman. Tackle made by number 61.
We're approaching.
Royal.
This will be the 9th play of this drive.
Spring Hill, 36.
3rd down and 2. From the 36-yard line. Turn handoff. Again, Tiafau coming down hard from this near side DN spot. Makes that play in the backfield. And down to maybe the line of scrimmage. Gets up to the 35-yard line, so give him a yard. But Tiafau with that one.
4th and 1 for the Chieftains. Spring Hill, 35.
Another 4th down and 1. See if the Bronco defense can do it again. They have stepped up big at times in this one. Here's another chance. 4th down and 1. Handoff, Brusman trying to catch the edge. He does. Breaks out of the handle of Gardner. He's down the sidelines. Colton Brusman on a 4th down and 1 is going to score on a 34-yard touchdown run.
Brusman.
Making it 28-22 with 9:52 to play. Game back on. A 34-yard run by Colton Brusman. And again, if you carry the ball 40 times a game, eventually you're going to break one loose. It's just too tough. And with 9:52 to play, McWilliams will kick the point after attempt, and the Broncos will have some work. They have been anemic in the second half offensively. Has Spring Hill. With just a couple of highlights, a 40-yard run by McKenna is about the only bright spot in this second half offensively. Snaps back, holds down, kick is on the way, and it's good for McWilliams. We got ourselves a 5-point game with under 10 to play in it when we return in 1 minute on Spring Hill Sports.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Tonganoxie.
Max McWilliams going to come out to kick it away. The Tonganoxie Chieftains, they started that drive at their own 15 with 1:08 to play in the third quarter. And they finish it with 9:52 to play in the fourth quarter. 10-play drive capped off at a 34-yard touchdown run by Colton Brusman. This one kicked out the back of the end zone by McWilliams, and that's where
we have an active logic first down for the Broncos at their own.
So it will be Spring Hill starting just their third offensive possession of this second half. Tongies only had 3 as well, but they've scored on 2 of their 3. It was 28-10 at halftime. Tonganoxie scoring 2 unanswered here in the third quarter. Well, 1 in the third and 1 in the fourth. And now Spring Hill has to respond. They'll start at their own 20. Flip Kirkner to the far side. He's in the slot to the far side. No wide receiver to the near side. Turn, handoff, McKenna. Another little bit of running room. Picking his way forward. A good run across the 25 up near the 20. Turn around and hand it to 5 again. You need about a 7 or 8 minute drive, and you need to cap it off with a touchdown and end this one. The Broncos could really do that right here. Tongi going down with cramps. That's your quarterback, McGraw, playing both ways. Give him a little credit in that one. Injury timeout. 28-23, 9:31 to play in the ball game. We've got a dandy going on. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Three for the Broncos.
Second down and 3 for Spring Hill.
27.
And you're trying to run some clock out. Another score would give you a real good chance at this one.
Start the clock.
Turn, handoff again.
On the carry, number 5, Colt McKenna.
McKenna going to fall forward for a gain of maybe 2.
On the stop, number
It'll
12,
bring up a
Brady Martin.
third down and 1. Same play.
2 for the Broncos.
Same guy.
Throw 28.
Third down and 1. 9:06 to play in this ball game. Is not disappointed. Deep back. McKenna busts open 1. Falls forward. He's got the first down. Boy, he needed it all.
On the carry,
And they will get it just across the 30 and a first down. Boy, needed a yard. He got a yard and a half. It was real close because they had sold out. If he's able to get past that initial wave, he might still be running. Not now. He'd be done by now, but big first down right there. And it keeps this clock a-ticking. 2 wide receivers far side, 1 to the near side. That's Kirkner. McKenna's going to get in trouble for leaning forward to get a false start at one of these points, but able to get away with it this time. He's got 5.
Tackle number 6, Kendall Smith.
And you take 5 yards from number 5 all the way down the field right now.
2nd and 5 for the Broncos at their own 36.
Second down and 5. 2 wide receivers on the far side. Jackson the wide out. Torres in the slot. Kirkner the wide out to the near side. Tight end far side. D'Albini. McKenna. Quarterback keeper. He slips out of the back. Nobody was waiting for B-Shore, and he guides himself out of the off the field. A little bit of help. And a 6-yard run will pick up the first down. It's a good one.
15, Owen Schmidt.
B-Shore has picked those right times to run. That was a called one. And a nice play call there for the Broncos.
3.
Another first down. Methodical. It's got to end with some points. A field goal would get you what you needed, but you'd like to have 6. Again, Torres in the slot. Kirkner split out to the near side. McKenna rocked in the backfield. Hit hard. Bruisman's there.
I'm carrying number 5, Philip McKenna.
And nothing doing.
18, Baron Dorn. Dom.
Tackle was made by
2nd and 10.
Bruisman, I believe.
Drone 43.
16, not 18. Yep. Same formation. Same play. That side. McKenna trying to pick his way. They're pretty good at the point of attack. Is Tonganoxie. And it's going to be a gain of 2.
McKenna.
And now a big 3rd down for Spring Hill.
Smith.
They need to get all the way to the
Broncos.
47-yard line, really past the 47, just barely. What do they got drawn up here? Screen has been a good one for them. They've got 3 timeouts. This might be a time for that as well. We'll see what they get drawn up. It's a big 3rd down. Huge play of the game right here. Straight drop, B-Shore with a little bit of time. Steps up, flushed, looking, throws it under. Ryan Jackson was never looking. He had 2 guys on him. Why would he? He was the only guy to this near side, though, for B-Shore.
Pass falls incomplete.
And falls incomplete. It's a 4th down. That's a big stop by Tonganoxie.
On the cover.
Broncos did run a little bit of time off the clock. They ran about 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock. But it ends up being a punting situation. Carson Royal needs to get a hold of one here. Brown back to receive. Todd Brown stands at his own 15-yard line. Low snap. Royal, he'll get a boot. That's a beauty. The best one of the game for Carson Royal. It's going to take a nice Bronco roll. This is a dandy. How about Carson Royal on special teams? A 45-yard punt. No return.
For 61.
Give him a couple extra. Give him a 48-yard punt. No return for Carson Royal, and that is a big play. I don't get too fired up very often about punts, but that right there at the time in which it's taking place and the execution of it with a low snap and defense bearing down on him.
1st and 10, Chieftains.
What?
Down 2.
So Tongi will start this. So from the 2, McGraw calls for it. And here it goes. Colton Bruisman's about to take a 98-yard run to the house.
Touchdown, Tonganoxie, number 16, Colton Bruisman.
Official is way behind the play, blowing their whistles a bunch, but I don't see any laundry on the field. 98 yards for Colton Bruisman. Right up the gut. Officials are talking to the Tongi coaches. I'm not sure why. I didn't look at the officials to see whether there was indication of a touchdown. Now the white hat hopefully is going to give us some explanation of what's going on. He's walking like he's going to. Touchdown's good. It's going to be a sideline warning, I guess. Yeah.
See, that penalty will be enforced on the kickoff, 15 yards.
So sideline interference. If that was during the play, I'd have to go look and see what that is. I'm not sure if that's a tough break is what that is for the Broncos. A great punt by Carson Royal, and then immediately after that, right up the gut. Broncos are kind of sold out, maybe going for broke. And boy, you could hear a pin drop on the near side. They're going to go for 2. The guy was turned forward, thrown underneath, penalty flag flies. It's going to be a legal procedure, a false start. The wide receiver started turning upfield before the ball was snapped. We'll see what they decide to do. Broncos will likely decline this.
If a legal option,
Oh, it was before the play. Yeah, decline.
it's not good. 15 yards if we added.
They're going to add 59. Broncos are going to get the ball back with some good field position and enough time, but they are down by 1. 29-28. Tonganoxie has scored 19 unanswered in this second half. And with 6:03 to play in the ball game, the Broncos have some work to go. We'll see if they can do it when we return in 30 seconds.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Like to run the commercial with Kylie. Apex Massage Therapy when things start to get a little stressful. Boy, are they. Here
Number 16.
at the Shack. 19 unanswered here in the second half by Tonganoxie. Broncos led 28-10 at the break. And now they are down by one. Blocked point after. And a blocked field goal on the only other drive that Tongi has not scored on in this second half was a blocked field goal, and that is a big one to keep it a 1-point game right now. McWilliams a kick it. This won't be returnable. Paul from the far side to the 30, and McWilliams, even with the 15-yard penalty, still able to get a pretty good boot into one, and it'll be up to the 31-yard line. Spring Hill's got to get some points out of this drive right here. If they don't want to get snake bit at home, I tell you what, these games, I have to go back and look at it. And if I was a good broadcaster with some time to prep, I would have known this, but off the top of my head, these two teams over the last 3 or 4 years, the games have been decided by 1 to 3 points. An overtime game a couple of years ago. Last year's game was a good one. Tongi hasn't been here in a while, and they're trying to get out of town with sneaking one away. Spring Hill will start at their own 32-yard line. Torres. He gets going forward. Good run across the 35 up near the 36-yard line. We'll go across the 35 up to the 36. It's a gain of 4.
Ball spotted Spring Hill. 36. 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 from the 36. Hand off McKenna. Little stutter step. He's met. He'll fall forward for a couple. A good tackle, though, in the hole for Tonganoxie
53.
by Jordan Helm. Helm, a 6 foot, 198-pound sophomore. Both these teams are young. Fairly young. This could be a nice little rivalry for a little while to go. This is a huge play right here. 3rd down and 5. Broncos need a first down. Pass near side. He's got Torres. He's open. He's got the catch in the first down up near the 45-yard line. Execute when you need to execute. They needed 5. They got 8. And they'll keep this drive alive. Torres.
Zakiah Glover. 1st and 10 Broncos.
So 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Handoff, Anderton. Anderton catches that ball and switches hands in the backfield. Switches arms.
Tackle made by number 10, Trevor.
But a good run. Good to see him back in there. Anderton with a 40-yard run at one point in this game. Had a touchdown run as well. He'll pick up 4 here. There's a 30-yard run. This time he gets 4. 2nd down and 6. Shy of midfield. McKenna. Upended. Bruisman.
The carry number 5, Colton McKenna.
Bruisman and McKenna.
Tackle made by number 16.
They've met each other a few times in this one.
3rd and 5 for Broncos at midfield.
It's a gain of 1. Another big 3rd down. Inside 4 minutes to play in this ball game. Kirkner, wide receiver to the near side. No hand to McKenna. Got a good cut. McKenna's got the first down. How about that? Nearly squeaked through for a big one. But Colt McKenna, when you need 5, he'll give you 10.
Brady Martin.
A big run on a 3rd and 5. Broncos trying to keep this one alive.
Chieftains 40.
You work all year, all summertime. You're waiting for that fall season to start. Looking for a good game, and we've got one here. Juice is flowing here inside the press box. Turn handoff, McKenna. Still on his feet. He just doesn't go down. Bruisman catching a ride. I think 81 and the player who's down ran into each other. And he's a little shaken up as a couple of those guys. We got cramping happening as well. It's been a part of the... I mean, I'm not sure if we got to stop the game every time somebody has a cramp. I'm not sure why we're doing that. 52, a little bit shaken up. I think got something to the noggin. That's who they'll deal with now and get his shoulder pads squared away. Coach talking into him. Timeout on the field. We'll take a 30. We're back at 30 seconds. Broncos driving.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
28-29. Broncos trail by 1, but they're driving their best offensive drive of the second half by a mile. They've converted on 2 third downs to keep this drive alive. The last one, a 10-yard run by Colt McKenna. Another good stutter step. McKenna in the open field. He's going to try to end this one right now. He cuts back against the green. It's a dandy by Colt McKenna. 37 yards to the house with 2:59 to play. He zigged, he zagged, and he got all the way home. When you need a big one, you go to number 5 and he delivers. Colton McKenna, 37 yards to the house with 2:59 to play in the game. What a drive by the Broncos. Started at their own 32-yard line with 5:58 to play. They go 3 minutes, 3:01 to be exact. They're going to go for 2 as well. Make this a full possession game. How about not? McKenna. Straight dive for number 5, and he scores here in the Broncos. Lead by 7 with 3 minutes to play. Broncos score when they need to score. We'll see if they can hold when they need to hold when we return in 1 minute on your home for Bronco High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
The Broncos, number 2, Ryan Jackson.
36-29, 2:59 to play. Matt Jones is missing a good one, isn't he? I don't know what he's watching over there in Lawrence. 7 plays, 68 yards, took 3:01 off the clock, capped off on a 37-yard Colton McKenna run. Outside, Nick just tripped up. Nice play in the open field there for Spring Hill to make that play. Looked like Hand was getting ahead of steam headed that way. And Hank Kochevar is the guy who makes that play. Kochevar, Kochevar. I said Kochevar, but
Chieftains 20.
the announcer said Kochevar. I don't know. I'll get that one squared away, though, before you make another tackle, young man. So Tongi will start their drive with 2:52 to play in this fourth quarter. We got a lot to talk about on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show, so stick around for that. First down and 10 from the 25. Pass out to Pankey. He'll be held shy of a first down. That's Holthouse, rather. Broncos seem to have had an answer for Holthouse, but he can break one open at any time.
52, Blaine Sommer.
Sommer with that one.
2nd and 2 for the Chieftains.
It's an 8-yard gain. They will get the first down on the dive by Bruisman. And he picks up 5. When players shaking up all over the place. Bruisman slow to get up. He does get up. Now an offensive lineman slow to get up as well. A little bit shaken up. Broncos in this second half. Tonganoxie took the opening drive down. They started this second half and scored. Made it 28-16 at that point. The PAT was blocked. That's a big play. The Broncos are able to go to 2 to make this a 7-point game. That black PAT could be a factor here in this one. So Tonganoxie goes down, they score. Broncos punt. Tonganoxie goes down, they score. Or excuse me, they go down a long drive, 12 plays, and a 23-yard field goal is blocked. Another big play by the defense to remember that one. Broncos punt again. Tonganoxie gets it back, they score. Take the lead, 29-28. But Spring Hill, a good punt by Carson Royal, pinned him deep at the 2-yard line. One play later, 98 yards by his Bruisman, and they were leading at that point, 29-28. With 19 unanswered points. Now penalty flags coming from everywhere. With somebody jumped off sides. So 19 unanswered by Tonganoxie before that last drive with 7 plays, 68 yards, and a 37-yard. You just can feel it. Colton McKenna on that drive.
After penalty first.
And before that, he was just starting to pick up 5 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards. He wasn't doing that in the first half. He was getting 2 yards, 1 yard, negative 4 yards at times, and started to get that head of steam. Just like Bruisman, they're going to come at you until they get one. Here's another one. Throw it up. Pankey, outstretched arms, nearly makes the catch. Pankey shaking up a little bit. And the way he was reaching out for that and the way he came down, and the way he's writhing around in pain, that may have been a bad one. He's got a shoulder wrap as well, so perhaps that's the issue. So Pankey a little bit shaken up. Certainly a next level looking kind of tied in, but he will get 10-2, another injury timeout. They'll work on Pankey. We'll take another quick break. Final 2 minutes. We'll see what we got in store when we return after this on Spring Hill Sports.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
For the Chieftains at their own 32.
Second down and 15 for Tonganoxie from their own 32-yard line. 2:06 to play in the game. Little spot pass outside for Brown. He is wrapped up. Somers there. He's covered all kinds of ground. How about Kendall Heiss? Heiss and Sommer.
Tackle made by number 33, Kendall Heiss. Third and 16 for the Chieftains at their own.
Start thinking about our Sheriff Shrum Prudential Financial Player of the Game. We'll announce that in our Shoemaker Collision postgame show. Here's Brown. Loads up. Wide open. Pankey. We let him get past this again. Pankey down the field to be escorted out of bounds. Finally falls down all the way at the lane 8. Pankey Not very happy about it. Valerie came over to try to help him, did not try to knock him down anymore out of bounds. Panky, who just was hurt a second ago. Didn't we stop action for him to get tended to, and then he was in on the very next play? Did they take a timeout? Don't you have to leave the game if you...
Bringing up 26.
For injury? Did I miss something? I might have missed something. I don't think I did, but perhaps I did. Regardless, on a 3rd and long, again, a big play to Panky. All the way up to the 25-yard line. Hand out Bruisman. Another one for Casey O'Neill running down that DN spot. Well, they have liked having Casey O'Neill back in the lineup for sure. First game back coming off an injury, and timeout taken by Tonganoxie. Minute 17 to play. This one, you got to keep in mind, they've got to score 7. That's why that touchdown was so big. They've got the leg to get it here if it was just a point. But it's 7. They've got to get it into the end zone. Bronco defense going to be called on again. Again, don't forget, join us coming up next week. Bronco volleyball on Tuesday at home against Eudora in a duel on Thursday. Blue Valley Southwest. Who else is coming down? Blue Valley Southwest and Bonner Springs for a volleyball triangular on Thursday. Then we're back at it on the gridiron on Friday. Pregame coverage at 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock from Eudora. As the Broncos will look to take on the Cardinals, hoping to be 2-0. But Tonganoxie's not making it very easy on Spring Hill today. Broncos led 28-10 at halftime, 19 unanswered in the third and part of the fourth quarter by Tonganoxie. Gave them the lead 29-28. They've led twice today. They led 7-6, and they led 29-28. They led by 1 point twice.
Bring up 0.6.
And frankly, if they score and go for 2, that's what it will be the difference. They would have to. Minute 17. What can the Bronco defense do here? Brown, double move again, trying to go to Panky. Good coverage. He'll go up underneath. No flag.
Panky. 10 for number 11, Tyler Panky.
Shaking up. He is slow every time. That shoulder hanging off his right arm. They've used the heck out of him. He's trying to gut it out.
3rd and 10 for the Chieftains. Spring Hill 26.
It falls incomplete. Stops the clock with a minute 11. 2 plays left in this one. If the Broncos can get a stop. 3rd down and 10. Again, drop. McGraw flushed. Looking. Will be knocked out of bounds by Bo Gardner. That is the last dude you want to see on the sidelines is 45. Running downhill at you.
On the carry, number 10, Trevor McGraw.
It's been a little quieter here today. It looks like they've taken an effort. I'm guessing if you go back and watch film, you got 2 linemen making their way to that second level to block 45 every chance they get. After watching last week's film against Bonner Springs. It'll be 4th down and 10. Ball game on the line right here. Broncos could ice it. Bonky does have 2 timeouts, but they're going to use one right here. So Tongi's going to take their second timeout. We will take it along with them. Game on the line when we return in 30 seconds on your home for Bronco Athletics, Spring Hill Sports. Here we go. Everything on the line, Broncos coming back after being down by 1 in the fourth quarter. They can get off the field right here and end it. Straight drop. Pressure comes. Throws it up.
for Pinky. A last-minute shot for the Broncos. Out of the year for Spring Hill by Ryan Paul, the 5'9", 145-pound senior. Pinky, they tried to go to him a few times, but it falls just short. And a couple of turnover on downs in the first half and a one in the second half. And that's all that mattered for the Broncos is they turn them over at the 26-yard line, and that's where the Broncos should be able to take a knee and escape here. What a nice play in the defense. The secondary had given up some big plays, but they've made some big plays down the stretch. Ryan Paul with that one. And Be Sure can go to victory. I tell you what, showing some grit here. The second half did not start the way the Broncos wanted it and did not go the way they wanted it for a good chunk of it. But when they needed to, they had to put together the one drive to get the one score to put this game out of reach or at least give themselves a chance to hold on for the win, and they did it. And when they needed to, who'd they go to? Number 5, Colton McKenna. We gave him our Player of the Game awards last week. We're going to give it to Noah Anderson. I think his tackle numbers are going to be through the roof when we get those. And then the big touchdown run, the big run while McKenna, the few times he was out on offense, our Prudential Financial Sheriff Shrum Player of the Game is brought to you by Sheriff Shrum Financial Professional. Achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call today, 913-592-5573. The Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. We'll give it to Noah Anderson, the only dude that goes both ways, and he did it. An offensive touchdown, and I bet you he led him in tackles. Noah Anderson, our Prudential Financial Sheriff Shrum Player of the Game. The Shoemaker Collision postgame show begins next. We'll break down this one. Plenty to talk about. We'll preview next week's game and get out of here for tonight. The Broncos move to 2-0, 36-29 winners over the Chieftains. We'll talk about it next on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home, all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Pretty quick meeting after the game. If things go well and they come back and get the win, I'm sure they'll talk more about this one. There's plenty of film to get better, but obviously some bright spots for the Broncos as they storm back after trailing by one a couple of times in this one, including late, to get the win, 36-29 over Tonganoxie. We're in the midst of the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show. Be sure you see the folks there at Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies, can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Well, let's talk about how we got to where we are as we watch folks leave the field. Again, I said it was feast and famine, and it continued kind of to be that way for the Broncos. They did have that one drive that was a big one, but even on that one, they had the big play they needed to. So big play offense, you'll take it sometimes where you can get it. And they also grounded out when they needed to. So Spring Hill, 3-and-out punt to begin this drive. Tonganoxie would go down the field. They'd eventually turn it over on downs. Broncos punt. Tongi turnover on downs. Those are some big stalemates early on. Spring Hill would start at their own 40-yard line with 4:19 to play in the first quarter. They would go 5 plays, capped off on a 3-yard touchdown run by Noah Anderton. That was after he had a 47-yard run to set up the 3-yard run. 3:13 to play in the first quarter. And the Broncos go for 2. They don't get it. It's 6-0. That 2 points could have been a problem. They are able to overcome it a couple plays later, a couple drives later. Tongi punt, Bronco punt. Tongi scores and takes what would be the first of 2 leads of the night. They start the Bronco 49-yard line. They cap it off on a 55-yard pitch and catch from quarterback Trevor McGraw to Todd Brown. 11:25 to play in the first half. It's 7-6. That's 11:25 to go in the first half, 7-6. And then, boy, we had a flurry down the stretch. It's a good thing, too. The Broncos, 4 plays later, a 68-yard touchdown run by Jackson Torres. 9:57 to play in the half. The 2-point conversion was good, and it was 14-7. 3 plays later, Tonganoxie gets it back. 9:52 to play. 3 plays later, Kendall Heiss, interception with 8:35 to play in the half. Broncos make short work, go a 30-yard pitch pass on a 3rd and 15, keeps the drive alive on a screen pass to McKenna. McKenna's going to end this game well over 100 yards rushing and over 100 yards receiving. 6:43 to play in the game. Broncos cap that one off on a 15-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna. 21-7, your score at that point. Tongi starts at their own 30. They go 12 plays. They get a 44-yard field goal attempt. It's no good, but they run into the kicker. 39-yard attempt with 1:10 to play in the half is good. And at that point, it's 21-10. Game over, right? Only 1:10 to go in the first half. There'd be 3 more possessions. Broncos would go 3-and-out and punt it with 39 seconds left. Tongi would take over their own 42 with 44 seconds left. A pass interference on offensive pass interference on that drive by Brown. That was going to be a big play. It comes back. 1 play later, Noah Anderton. He scored a touchdown. Now he's got an interception with 23 seconds to play. That's why he was our absolute painting player of the game. Spring Hill gets it back at the Tongi 19-yard line with under a minute to play. About 20 seconds to play in the game. Incomplete pass. They get it at the Tongi 19 for what it's worth after the interception. And then 1 play later, a pass to Cooper D. Albini, first and only of the game. 28-10, we go to halftime. Come out of halftime, Tonganoxie starts at their own 42-yard line. They go 9 plays, capped off on an 8-yard touchdown pass to Pankey. He would be a factor in the second half, but a blocked PAT by Keanu Tiafau makes it 28-16. Broncos punt. Tongi gets it back. Another long drive. This time, they cannot convert. They get down deep inside Bronco territory. A holding penalty backs them up. They have to overcome that. Finally, Jackson McWilliams gets a chance at a 23-yard field goal. It's blocked again. Broncos get through. We'll have to see who got that one. Spring Hill gets it back. Can't do anything with it again. Punt. Tongi gets it. This time, a 34-yard touchdown run by Colton Brusman makes it 29-28. And at that point, there's 3:20 to play. 9:52 to play in the game. Broncos get it back. They go down. They run a ton of time off the clock, 3 minutes off the clock, but end up ending in a punt. It wasn't 29-28 at that point. It was 28-21 at that point. And then after a punt and a good one by Carson Royal pins him down at the 2-yard line, what happens the very next play? A 98-yard touchdown run by Brusman. And just like that, Tongi back in front by 29-28. But Spring Hill, the drive of the game and the play of the game, even though we'd already given it away earlier, we'll give it again to our man Colton McKenna. He caps off a 7-play drive, goes 68 yards, take 3:01 off the clock, and cap it off on a 37-yard touchdown run. And with 2:59 to play in the game, they're able to hold on a late surge again, and a pass breakup by Ryan Paul ends this one. The Broncos win it 36-29 to advance to 2-0 on the year. We head to Eudora next week. We'll talk more about that and wrap things up here from Spring Hill. The Broncos winners over Tonganoxie. You're watching on Spring Hill Sports.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Back out here again on the Shoemaker Collision post-game show. PJ Harris, Caden Carbajo, as we wrap things up here from Spring Hill. Broncos, again, winners over the Tonganoxie Chieftains, 36-29 to move to 2-0 on the year. And I just tried to pencil in a little bit. I had Colton McKenna in the first half, receiving-wise, at 95 yards. I know he had at least one catch in the second half, so at easy over 100 yards in receiving. And I just totaled this up. Super unofficial. I'm doing this while talking, but I've got him for 25 carries and 160 yards. So 260-plus yards of total offense for Colton McKenna. And that's when the other team knows that's good. You're the man. Like, they're really are trying very hard to make him not do that. And he still was able to do it. Colton Brusman puts on another good show for Tonganoxie. It just ends up being a little bit, they kind of just ran out of bullets in their gun, I think, down the stretch. Just guys were getting banged up. If they had Panky a little bit more healthy down the stretch, who knows, because he started to become a factor. But the Broncos put together the nice drive they need to and get it and finish it off strong. And so we're back at it next week. Again, I highlighted that schedule. Tuesday volleyball, Thursday volleyball, Friday football. Soccer's on the schedule as well. Go to varsitysportslive.com to keep up to date on everything we've got going across our network of channels. We had 10 high school football games on the air again this week. We'll do it again next week as well. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, final score, Broncos win it 36-29 over the Tonganoxie Chieftains. They move to 2-0. We head to Eudora next week. Pregame coverage at 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock from Douglas County. For Caden Carbajo and PJ Harris saying so long from the Shack. Broncos on the road next week. You've been watching on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by
3, 2, 1.
It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.